on a Saturday night from inside the Danbury Ice Arena in downtown Danbury, Connecticut. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey, and it starts right now on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. And with that, we say hello. Doug Latuca with you up here on the broadcast booth, high above the surface. We've got an intense Empire Division matchup. The second place Danbury Hat-Tricks with 67 points, going up against the fourth place Port Huron Prowlers, who sit with 60 points. The race between the Hat-Tricks Wolves and Prowlers just separated by 7 points. Danbury taking care of business on the road in Watertown last night. 4-2 victory on the backs of Gleb Van Durken's second hat-trick of the season. His second 3-goal performance in the last 7 games for the rookie Russian, who leads the hat-tricks in goals with 24. He's got 44 points through his first 33 professional games played, including 7 points in his last 3 games. The win also marked Danbury's first in Watertown this season. The Hat-Tricks had lost the first 4 in Watertown, all past regulation, all in either overtime or a shootout. The Hat-Tricks had fallen to the Watertown Wolves, and it was that one blemish during the Hat-Tricks' 10-game point stretch. The one loss during that span was a 5-4 shootout defeat in Watertown on the 24th. So the Hat-Tricks get their revenge. They win on the road in game 1 of 3 this weekend. A bit of a wonky schedule for this Hat-Tricks team. They went up to Watertown, hopped back on the bus last night, drove here to Danbury. They square off with the Port Huron Prowlers, who lost to HC Venom yesterday in Poughkeepsie. And then after tonight's game, Danbury will pack it right back up and go back to Watertown. Very strange last couple of days for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. And it might look a little bit strange on your screen tonight. Danbury in their Valentine's Day jerseys. Those sponsored by Rich Marr Florists. They're available for auction through the Dash app. That closes up at 9 p.m. tonight. The Hat-Tricks Valentine. 9 p.m., that's your last opportunity to place your bids on these beautiful jerseys. And one of my favorite specialty jerseys of the season so far, just the combination of the reddish pink with the black. The name bars stand out well. Very nice sweaters that the Hat-Tricks will wear in tonight's game as they look to stay hot. Hat-Tricks with just 1 loss in the month of February so far. They're 6-1, 3-0 on home ice. Danbury has won 7 consecutive home games, and if you count 2 wins against the Venom here at the Danbury Ice Arena, that technically counted as Venom home games, the Hat-Tricks with 9 straight wins here at the DIA, and they're looking to keep that going. They play these Prowlers 3 of the next 4 games. Tonight, and then next weekend, it will be a 2-game set here in Danbury on the 28th and the 1st. And, well, you've got Watertown sandwiched in between there as well. As we mentioned, tomorrow, the 2 teams, the Wolves and the Hat-Tricks, will battle it out again to finish off this 3-game weekend. Well, these 2 teams squared off last weekend, that at McMorran Arena in Port Huron, Michigan. Game 1 belonged to the Hat-Tricks, and it was 2-2 through 40, but Danbury dominated the third period. 5 unanswered goals. Vadim Frolov, Danbury's second hat-trick of the season, just a couple days after Gleb Van Durken had secured hat-trick number 1 for the Hat-Tricks. And Frolov's game, the hat-trick clincher, came with just 3 seconds remaining in regulation. So Hat-Tricks, after a tight affair, it was 0-0 through 1, 2-2 through 2. Scored 5 straight goals to win it 7-2. The following night, it was also a specific period that dictated the tempo. Third period on Friday night, It was the second period on Saturday, and it went the Port Huron Prowlers' way. Port Huron outscored the Hat-Tricks 3-0, and also Danbury lost Vadim Frolov, who was fresh off that hat-trick, and their big-body defenseman in Jordan Popov. Both were assessed game misconducts for continuing an altercation. It was following the Frolov and Graham fight post-whistle in that second period at the 6:33 mark. So Hat-Tricks were playing short-handed the rest of the way, and the offense went a bit cold in that contest.
And now for tonight's starting lineup for your Danbury Hat-Tricks.
Both teams starting to enter the ice. The Prowlers in the white jerseys will defend the right net to start things off, and the Hat-Tricks starters being announced. It's the top line of Alexander Vasiliev, Johnny Ruiz, and Jacob Ratcliffe. The return of Johnny Ruiz to home ice. Ruiz last night picking up his 300th point as a Danbury hat-trick, assisting on Ratcliffe's goal. That was the 4th for Danbury en route to their 4-2 win. Ruiz had missed 5. He's currently riding a 4-game point that span. On the back end, it's Josh LaBelle and Charlie Bedard. With Connor McCullum in net, this is MC's 30th start in Danbury's 39th game of the season. McCullum at 15-10-4 with a 3-2-3 goals against and a 9-12 save percentage. Also has 2 assists, important to keep track of because those have been posted over the last couple of games for McCullum. He had 6 last year to lead all goaltenders. Both teams line it up for the playing of the national anthem here tonight in Danbury. And then it's almost go time. Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. We'll kick it over to Patrick Fournette, our public address announcer.
As we hear tonight's national anthem being sung by Dr. Joe Lewis, the choral director of the Westside Middle School Academy.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautifully done, and we are just about ready for hockey here in Danbury on a Saturday night. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. Doug Latuca with you. The only home game of the weekend for Danbury and our only broadcast with the Hat-Tricks in Watertown last night and tomorrow. We want to welcome our viewers on NY48 and on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network via YouTube and our Facebook pages. Special night tonight, Danbury in the Valentine's Day jerseys. That auction ends tonight at 9 p.m. Place your bids before it's too late. Rich Marr Florist, the sponsor, Wingman, producing those gorgeous jerseys. It's also Teachers Appreciation Night, number 2, sponsored by Chick-fil-A of Brookfield and in the Danbury Mall. And we will announce the winner of our free trip to Biloxi, sponsored by Dream Vacations. A lucky fan and a guest will take a trip to Biloxi with the Hat-Tricks in early April when Danbury plays 2 games against the Seawolves. So it should be an action-packed night we are certainly looking forward to it. The Danbury Hat-Tricks at 19-11, 6-2 with 67 points, second in the Empire Division. The Port Huron Prowlers 16-16, 4-4. They have 60 points, 7 behind the Hat-Tricks, enter in 4th place in the Empire Division. This game, 39 of 56 in the regular campaign for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Hat-Tricks team that's won 7 games in a row on home ice. They've been victorious in 8 of their last 9, 12 of the last 16, and they've secured points in 11 of their last 12 outings. The only time they didn't was the loss against Port Huron on Saturday in Michigan. Three of the next 4 Hat-Tricks games are against the Prowlers. Danbury 3-1 against Port Huron this season. 13, 2, 1, and 4 all time. Just 3 losses through 20 games all time. Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. Center ice face-off, the captain Johnny Ruiz against Matt Graham. For the Prowlers, the puck is down and we are underway. Danbury moving from left to right in the opening period in the Valentine's Day red jerseys with the black bottoms and V-Day socks. Here's Ruiz wristing one from the left circle, springs to the right corner, pinballs around, Ruiz touching down low and runs into Braden Simmons-Fisher, the big-bodied defenseman. A scrum forward along the near side boards, prying for it, Jacob Ratcliffe. Ruiz in there as well, and retrieving Simmons-Fisher for the Prowlers in the far corner. He'll angle off the far side boards. It pops in the air, a stick whacked out of the hands of Graham, and it's a delayed penalty. LaBelle of the Hat-Tricks chopping the stick out of the hands of Graham. Out of the net is Reed Cooper, who gets the start for the Prowlers tonight. Hat-Tricks touch up at center. And the first power play belongs to the Port Huron Prowlers, just 58 seconds into the contest. Hat-Tricks penalty kill checks in 11th in the league, 77.4%. They were 2 for 2 yesterday in the win over the Watertown Wolves. They're 25 for their last 26. That's over 96% during a 6-game stretch. And against the Prowlers this season, they're 19 for 21, over 90%. Prowlers on the power play, 18.5%. That ranks 11th in the league. They've scored 33 power play goals. That is 7th most in the FPHL. Face off at the far side circle, Hat-Trick zone. It spits out through center. There's Frolov off to the races, lifts the stick, gets hauled down. A scrum forward in the right side corner, Van Durkin works it free, and it's taken in by Reginald Millette on left wing, gains the line. Cross ice pass onto the stick. Here's Federley at the left point. Left circle, Millette. Prowlers set up, 30 seconds off the power play. Low right, it's Lockney. Alex Johnson return for Lockney. Stuff try, right pad save McCullum. The net comes off and the whistle blows. 1:20 to go on the LaBelle slashing penalty. He sits in the box at the first shot of the game. About 1:40 in to the opening period. Connor McCullum is in net, his 30th start of the season. He's 15, 10, and 4 with a 3.23 goals against, a 9.12 save percentage. This is 4th start against the Prowlers. In his previous 3, he's 2-1 with a 9.21 save percentage. Off the face-off, Hat-Tricks win. Puck out to the left point. Lockhart a drive over the net, springs off the backboard. Stuff try off the skate of Justin Movalli, and the net kicked off again. Oh, a scramble in front. Connor McCullum standing his ground. Keeps this game scoreless. Still 1:08 remaining on the Prowlers power play. Joel Frazee has both power play goals for the Prowlers against the Hat-Tricks this season. Mentioned Danbury's kill is 19 for 21 against this Port Huron squad. Face off at the far side circle. Hat-Tricks defend the left net. Prowlers win it back, Johnson right point. Out of the far side corner. Walking up the wall is Lockney to the point. Federley straight away, walks the line, gives off Johnson, ring of the right circle. Lockney, far corner, wheels it for Millette, pressed on by Frolov. Free puck, and Frolov whips it down the ice. 40 ticks remain on the power play. We've played a little more than 2 minutes in the opening period. No score, Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. Middle game of Danbury's 3-game series. They took down Watertown 4-2 yesterday on the road. And they go right back to Watertown tomorrow, 4:30 puck drop. Prowlers gain the line, left side Millette. Below the goal line, creeps up the wall, hands off. Back to Millette. Cross ice Johnson. Thought about a shot, looks, hands off Federley, fakes the drive straight away. Left circle Millette. Holds. Millette shoots. Blocker save by McCullum. Might have grazed the iron, and it pops into the netting. Setting up a defensive zone face-off for the Hat-Tricks. 3 seconds left on the Prowlers power play. A packed house here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Schools, fundraisers. We mentioned Teacher Appreciation Night. Face off at the left circle, Hat-Tricks end. Ruiz and Stiles. Clear attempt. Pops off the stick of Jordan Popoff, and Charlie Bedard, his D partner, helps him out. Filters up far side. Jacob Ratcliffe turned over. Kenneth Stiles, wrist shot. Blockered aside to the near side boards. To the left point. It skips the stick of Brian Parsons. Ruiz tried to break free, but the Prowlers possess back in their own zone. Parsons across for Ludwig Fellstrom. He'll dance in on right wing, shoots, stick save McCullum, and he swats it away to the right corner. Van Durken comes away with it, leads Frolov 2-on-1 through center. Frolov on right wing, backhand pass for Anderson, a stop from Cooper. Anderson's stick explodes. Pamelayan keeps at the left point. Van Durken to the near side, Frolov. Elevated for Pamelayan, left circle. Fans on the shot, turns back. Van Durken left point to the near side. Frolov, one-timer blocked by Fellstrom. He pounces on it, pressured by Frolov from behind. It's scooped up the near side boards. Loose puck. They jockey for it. 2 red jerseys, 2 white. Hat-Tricks come away. Pamelayan left point, shot flutters on. Might have hit that broken stick on the way in. A Prowler down in the crease. Puck squirts for Frolov, ring in the left circle. He lays a big boom on Stiles and then takes a slash on the back of the leg from Parsons as he was skating to the bench. Frolov with a clean hit, then the whistle blew, and he got chopped on the back of his leg. We'll see if any penalties result. A quick start, still scoreless, shots are 2 apiece. 15:38 remaining in the opening period. This the 3rd start for Reed Cooper against the Hat-Tricks, made his Prowlers debut against Danbury. One to forget, 5-2 loss for the Prowlers in that one. He's 1-1 through 2 starts with an .899 save percentage. They go away from Valtteri Nusiainen, who is 0-2 against Danbury this season. Face off at the left circle, no penalties assessed, 5-on-5. Hat-Tricks were not granted a power play yesterday in their 4-2 win over Watertown, and they only took 2 penalties. Their penalty kill, though, was perfect, 2 for 2. Their penalty kill has been outstanding, perfect in 5 of their last 6. Prowlers gain the line, thrown towards the middle. Puck is touched up by Noah Robinson, and they call a penalty. They get Kyle Gonzalez for cross-checking. Now, prior to that penalty, Gonzalez was the one who was a bit heated following the situation involving Frolov, who laid a clean hit and then got chopped in the back of the leg. Maybe that was carryover, but cross-checking on Gonzalez. And the Prowlers right back to the power play. They're 0 for 1 in the game. Face off to the left of McCullum. Matt Graham wins it to the right point, Alex Johnson. Graham for the Prowlers, slips it to the far side corner. Lockney pressed on by LaBelle. Squirts it free federally. Near the blue line, sauce pass Millette, left circle. Low left, Graham in front off the stick. Clear attempt, just sneaks out of the zone. Federally, a one-hand bid, failed to keep in. So back out to center it goes, 25 ticks gone on the Gonzalez penalty, cross-checking. We've just passed the 5-minute point of this first period. The next whistle will be the timeout. Lockney gains the blue line, tosses in. LaBelle in the far corner, whips it up the far side glass, all the way down. Out of the net is Reed Cooper, pressured by Frolov, but he finds Federally in the far side corner of the Hat-Tricks retreat. It was Gleb Van Durken who scored a shorthanded goal last weekend against the Prowlers. Van Durken, as hot as it gets, the team leader in goals, 24, and points, 44. He's got goals in 4 of his last 5, 7 during that span. Prowlers gain the line, loose puck in the far corner, worked free for LaBelle, who leads Frolov outnumbered, up left wing, slap shot, blocked, plops down right to him. A wrister fought off by Cooper, wheels around right point Bedard to the net, never got to Cooper, and it's skated through center by Stefan Deasy. He's pushed off the puck, and a wrist shot from the far boards, engulfed by McCullum. No rebound, and we've hit our first timeout with 13:45 to go. Period 1, shots 4-2 in favor of the road team Prowlers. Still 25 ticks on the cross-checking to Gonzalez when we come back on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft beers brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India Pale Ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasoned, more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Live pain-free with Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. From adjustments to holistic treatments, we're here to help you feel your best. Book your appointment today. Wellness is just a call away. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Handcrafted small batch whiskey, gin, and more. Visit our distillery today and taste the difference. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Keep your business safe with R&R Protective Services. Expert security solutions tailored to your needs. Call us today for reliable protection you can trust. R&R Protective Services, your safety, our priority. Nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with the classic taste everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. No score between the Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. We've played 6:15 in the opening period. Prowlers still on the power play for 20 seconds. They win the face-off in the Hat-Tricks end. Federally tiptoes the blue line. Sauces for Millette, left circle. Down low, Graham return. Millette shooting and into the midsection of McCullum. He greets it. 12 ticks remaining on the penalty to Gonzalez. McCullum, 5 for 5 so far. This is his 4th straight start. He has wins in 7 of his last 9. And the Hat-Tricks have picked up 8 points over the last 9. Port Huron wins another offensive zone face-off. Final 5 of the power play. Federally up top, pressured by Ruiz. Spins out of trouble. Down the left wing at the circle. Pass in front, tipped on. Rebound, backhand try. Oh, McCullum got it with the glove and keeps it out. Helped out by Jordan Popoff. But McCullum went full extension and nabs it with the glove. Hat-Tricks stay perfect on the kill here tonight. 2 for 2 as the final seconds dwindled off, and we remain scoreless with 13:17 left in the first period. Shots are 7-2 in favor of the Prowlers. Left circle draw, Hat-Tricks end. Danbury with it. It's Bedard, pitchforks it off the far side glass, rolls through Braden Simmons-Fisher of the Prowlers. Josh Newberg pressuring him. Rejoined the Hat-Tricks on a standard contract yesterday. Had missed a couple of games, did not play last weekend in Port Huron. They play pinball over at center ice. A stick lift from Newberg. On the far side boards, Hat-Trick's blue line. Hat-Trick's reorganize in their own zone. LaBelle for Bedard near side. He'll toss it in. Noah Robinson, the first one there for the Hat-Tricks. Below the goal line, outnumbered. He kicks it to himself. Robinson centering try. Careens off a couple of skates. Bedard keeps at the right point. It flutters wide right of the Port Huron goal. And they storm out of the zone. A turnover. Hat-Tricks were offside as Van Derken was still in the zone. He's arguing that the puck was pushed back into the zone by the Prowlers, which then would negate the offside, but the linesman right there blows it dead. About 8 minutes erased in this first period. 7-2 are the shots favoring the road team. No score. Face off at the far dot outside the Prowler zone. They defend the right net in period 1 and 3. Thelstrom for the Prowlers, trampolined off his stick. He races after it, beats Corey Anderson of the Hat-Tricks to it. At center, Van Derken dancing, poking near the left side of the blue line, and he'll chip it in. Retrieving for the Prowlers is Brian Parsons. It's lifted to the left point. LaBelle slaps it wide. Anderson gets there for the Hat-Tricks in the right corner. Double teamed, lost the puck. Bedard pinching from the right point, and it squeaks out to center, where Josh LaBelle backtracks. Leads Anderson right up the gut. Outnumbered in the O-zone. Puck pops in the air. Van Derken had his stick lifted by Federley, but a penalty called. Hooking on Austin Federley. So after the Prowlers get the first 2 calls of the night and do not score, the Hat-Tricks' lethal power play goes to work for the first time tonight. Despite just being 1 for their last 16, the Hat-Tricks have 13 power play goals over the last couple of weekends during that 7-game win streak. Off the face-off, a hand pass on Danbury. Hat-Tricks 25.2%, second in the league. Against the Prowlers, they're 3 for 23 this season. That's 13%. During that win streak, they were 14 for 31. That win streak that snapped last Saturday against the Prowlers. Hat-Tricks win a neutral zone face-off and then gain the line. LaBelle, left circle, walks out towards the point. Here's Ratcliffe, wrist shot, blocked down. LaBelle vacuums in, feathers down low for Ruiz. The team leader in power play goals with 7. Left point, LaBelle fakes the shot, walks middle. LaBelle holding, shoots wide right. Springs off the backboards for Corey Anderson. To the point, LaBelle tapped on goal and kicked out. Hullaby to the far side corner. His low to high pass detected and cleared down the ice. 1:05 to go on the Hat-Tricks power play as we inch closer to the midway point. Period 1, shots are 7-3 and we are scoreless. Second unit on. Kyle Gonzalez leads Robinson on right wing into the offensive zone. In the corner, throws towards the middle. Off a leg pad and slapped down the ice by Kenneth Stiles of the Prowlers. Gonzalez over the center ice logo, leaves for Van Derken, a head full of speed on the left wing. Finds Gonzalez, snaps it low left for Frolov. He walks up the wall. Van Derken, left circle for Vasiliev, slap shot, blocked by a kneeling Matt Graham. Vasiliev back on it for Danbury. He's double teamed. Right point, Robinson. Pass in front, tipped by Vasiliev. A delayed penalty as Vasiliev was tripped in front. McCullum to the bench, extra skater coming. Now behind the play, some jawing. Prowlers don't want to touch because they'd rather not defend 5-on-3. It will be a 5-on-3 for just 1 second. A tripping call on either Alex Johnson or Matt Graham. They're deciding that right now. I believe they've signaled interference on Graham. So a 5-on-3 for just 1 second. When we come back, No score, Hat-Tricks and Prowlers, 9:33 to go, first period.
Need tickets for your next event? Tixter makes it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your Hat-Tricks tickets today at Tixter.com because every event starts with the right ticket. Need tools for your next project? Decker Tool Rental HO Pen has everything you need for DIY or professional jobs. Quality tools, expert advice. Rent with confidence at Decker Tool Rental. Cool off with a treat from Twister's Ice Cream Cafe. Delicious ice cream in every flavor imaginable. Stop by Twister's today and treat yourself to something sweet. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Craving wings and good times? Head to TK's American Cafe. With the best wings in town and a fun atmosphere, it's the perfect place to hang out. Visit TK's American Cafe and try the Hat-Tricks wings today.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, a little more than halfway through the opening period, 9:33 left. In a scoreless game, Hat-Tricks on a 5-on-3 for just 1 second. Faceoff is at the right circle in the Prowlers zone. Federley will come out of the box. He's in there for hooking, and Matt Graham sits for a fresh 2. Interference the call at 10:27. Prowlers win the faceoff, and they scoop it out through center. Fresh out of the box is Federley. LaBelle settled the bouncing puck, taken away Frazee on left wing. Shoot! Save by McCullum. The puck dropped right down near his pad, but the whistle had blown. So 10 seconds off the Graham penalty. It's 5-on-4 as Federley was released practically on the drop of the puck. And a quality shorthanded opportunity for Joel Frazee, the former Danbury hat-trick. Mentioned he scored a couple of goals against Danbury this season as a member of the Prowlers. Danbury maneuvers left to right with the man up. Ratcliffe on right wing, storms in, curls back at the right point. Looking for reinforcements, slips it down the wall. Back up top for Ratcliffe. Straight away LaBelle for Ruiz. Looking for the one-timer, but the puck handcuffed him. He locates Hullaby below the goal line, and Corey Anderson for Danbury. To the right point, Ratcliffe. Cross for LaBelle. A pass ramps off a stick to the right corner. Hullaby engaged with Johnson in the near side corner. They battle 2 aside. Hullaby kicking for it. Prowlers fail to clear. LaBelle, left point, pass down low, hoping for a tip from Ruiz. Instead, Federley claps it down the ice. With a minute remaining on the Hat-Tricks power play, 8:30 to go in period 1. Danbury with just 3 shots. Port Huron with 10. Prowlers 0 for 2 on the power play. Hat-Tricks are 0 for 1. Here's Robinson, near side. Hot pass over the stick of Vasiliev, goes on goal. Cooper clears it himself, the goaltender. He scales it back into the hat-trick zone. Danbury with Gonzalez quarterbacking Van Durken, Vasiliev, Robinson, and Frolov. Gonzalez leaves for Van Durken at center ice. He'll zigzag in, toss it to the far side corner. Adam Heinzel presses it along the end boards. It squirts free. It's batted out of midair by Gonzalez. He kept it in center point. Hard pass near side, Robinson right point. He'll sauce it down low, Vasiliev overskates. Frolov thought about going after it, then ultimately did, but was a bit tardy there, so the Prowlers come away with the puck, clear it down the ice, and we're back to even 5-on-5. Josh Newberg at center, flips in, Cooper out of the net, kisses it off the near side plexiglass. A scrum for it, 2 red jerseys, 3 white, and the away team comes away with it. It's Millette stepping inside the blue line for the Prowlers. Puck in the far side corner, given away. Newberg cranks it down the ice, and it results in an icing. Now the Hat-Tricks with 7:04. The reading on the first period clock. Not many seats available here in Danbury tonight. And the perimeter of the glass also filled up. An exciting night. Lots of teachers in the house. Lots of different fundraisers going on. Always a great night. And it's the only game of the weekend for the Hat-Tricks Pro team. The Hat-Tricks Null team was in action yesterday and today. Face off at the far circle Hat-Trick zone. And it's LaBelle for Danbury. Far side boards Newberg. Shovels off the far boards and another icing on Newberg. So he cannot change. Danbury stuck out there with Van Durken, Frolov, and Newberg. It's Bedard and LaBelle on defense. We've leaked under 7 minutes to go in period one. Hat-tricks in the Valentine's Day jerseys, Prowlers in their white, with the red bottoms and white socks, red and gold striping. Danbury wins another D-zone draw. It's LaBelle who taps for Newberg. Cross-ice pass picked off Federley. Puts one on goal, steered aside to the near boards by McCullum. Bedard pries it free, flicks it out to neutral ice. Hat-tricks get the change they desperately needed. Ratcliffe, Vasiliev, and Ruiz hop on the ice. Prowlers wheel it around to the near side. Hat-trick's end. Ruiz finds LaBelle, pressured in the far corner. He'll reverse for his D partner, Bedard. Gallops out of trouble, feeds it off the near side boards, and it rolls into Port Huron territory. Outlet pass taken away by Ruiz at center. He will gain the line, then it gets poke checked off his stick for Justin Movalli, who tosses into the Port Huron zone. Right corner, Alex Johnson. Filters one, near boards. Millette beats Movalli to it. No icing on the Prowlers. Millette shielding Movalli off the puck, who wears 88 tonight, usually 63, but in the specialties, a jersey change. Millette, ring of the right circle. Feeds Heinzel, left point, wrist shot, tipped, rebound, Bussell stopped, and a kick save by McCullum as it rolled past the far side post. McCullum kicked off the net in the process, so it draws a whistle. Reginald Millette scored last weekend against the Hat-tricks, number 38 in white. Skilled and gritty forward for this Port Huron team. They have Frazee, Stiles, and James up front going against Ruiz, Vasiliev, and Ratcliffe. D-zone draw for Danbury. Prowlers win it. Frazee shot blocked right off the draw. Movalli retrieves behind the Hat-tricks net. The pass for Ratcliffe eludes him. Parsons left point for the Prowlers. Feathers through Frazee, but Luke James helps him out. To the back, Parsons. Cross ice, Fellstrom crunched by Vasiliev on the right wing wall. To the near side, Ratcliffe scoops out to center. Fellstrom on it for Port Huron. Danbury making changes. Prowlers hope to catch him. Stiles, right wing O-zone. Fans on the first shot. Backhander kicked out by McCullum. Softly near side. Hat-tricks can't clear. And a point shot gloved by McCullum with exactly 5 minutes to play. Period one, we are scoreless. And the Prowlers with 15 shots compared to Danbury's 3 in period one. Last night, the Hat-tricks held the Wolves to just 6 shots in the opening frame. And last weekend, on Saturday, 7, and on Friday, 9. The Prowlers hot out of the gate, disappointed after a loss to HC Venom yesterday. They win an O-zone draw. Heinzel slapping from the left point. It blocked, never got through. Bouncing puck at center ice. Touched along, looking for Frolov. Taken away by the Prowlers. And at the red line, it's Simmons Fisher who shoots in, and it goes out of play.
Here we go. Section 102.
We're still scoreless, 4:43 to go. Opening period, Hat-tricks and Prowlers on a Saturday night from the Danbury Ice Arena.
Your car deserves the best. Crossroads Car Wash keeps your vehicle looking fresh and clean, fast, affordable, and eco-friendly. Stop by today. Crossroads Car Wash, where a clean car is a happy car. Transform your yard with Yard Goats Landscaping. From lawn care to custom designs, we bring your outdoor vision to life. Call Yard Goats today and make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers expert dental services for the whole family. Schedule your appointment today. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get the best cuts of meat with Omaha Beef Company. Fresh, premium beef delivered right to your door. Taste the difference with Omaha Beef, where quality is always on the menu. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need reliable stormwater solutions? Coltech Inc. provides innovative water management systems for residential and commercial properties. Coltech, solutions you can count on, quality you can trust.
Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. No score, Hat-tricks and Prowlers. Middle game of 3 for Danbury this weekend. Winners last night in Watertown, and then they head right back up to Watertown tomorrow, 4:30 puck drop against the Wolves. Hat-tricks winners of 7 in a row on home ice and victorious in 8 of their last 9 games overall. They split with the Prowlers last weekend at McMorran Arena in Michigan. Face off at the far dot outside the Hat-tricks end. Danbury works left to right in period 1 and 3. O'Valley turned it over in the zone. Centering pass, Frazie's shot. Redirects off the end boards, trickles in front. McCullum did not locate it, but luckily for him, one of his teammates was there to sweep it away. O'Valley in stride on left wing. Off the stick of Newberg, who gains the line. Robinson below the goal line for the Hat-tricks. Lost it. Millette storms up the left wing into the Hat-tricks end, shouldered by Gonzalez, and Danbury takes control. Newberg gave it away. Jamie Bussell, right circle. Bussell shooting at a blocker save by McCullum with the right pad. Straight away, a slap shot, score! Top of the slot, a rip from Stefan Deasy, and the Prowlers strike first, 1-0, with 3:52 to go in the first. Well, Port Huron applying pressure in the hat-trick zone. A turnover from Newberg to Bussell, who started things. A big save from McCullum, and then Deasy with a blast from the top of the slot, top corner, over McCullum, and 1-0 Prowlers. They finally capitalize on their 17th shot of period 1. Danbury hoping for an answer. Puck is back in play behind the Prowlers net. It's Alex Johnson for Port Huron. Deasy with his 8th goal of the season, 14th point in his 17th game. He lugs it back in, handing off for Millette, centering pass off a shin pad, back out to center. Ruiz's stick knocked out of his hands. Prowlers gain the line. Millette left circle, throws in front all the way through LaBelle, picked up far side Vasiliev for the Hat-tricks. He charges out to center ice, his pass intercepted, and Bussell gains the red line, tried to float it ahead for Millette. He's turned away. Vasiliev racing after it with Simmons Fisher. It was Heitzel that came over as well. Now Heitzel and Vasiliev tied up, and the puck pitchforked back into Danbury's end. Corralling is LaBelle. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Prowlers on the Stefan Deasy goal. Keeping at the left point by John Wick, who's wearing 54 tonight, usually 28 for Danbury. Just the 2 number changes due to the special Valentine's Day uniforms. Prowlers messing around with the puck in their own zone. Lockney lost it to Van Durken, centering Frolov, shoots off the post, and the rebound off the backside of Cooper and out. Frolov had the hat trick last weekend against the Prowlers in game 1, nearly tied the game there. And Durkin at center ice had his pocket picked. Wick for Zach Pamelayan, who's getting a forward shift here tonight. Danbury dressing 7 defensemen, one of them, ZP. 1:45 to go in the first period. Shots are 17-3. Prowlers, they lead 1-0. James, right circle, shoots. Left pad, saved by McCullum. It springs to the far side corner. Frazee from the near side, turning, shoots. Chest save by McCullum, and he covers the rebound, and after the whistle, pop off, shoving James. Then Stiles, refs step in with 1:29 remaining in the first period. The goal, Stefan Deasy from Alex Johnson at 16:08.
Sharon Gillagucci. Where you at? Next. All right, let's pick one more. Let's go another one.
Hat-tricks.
Ashley Honecker. You can be going up on
Trailing 1-0.
We got 4.
In the games in Port Huron last weekend, they trailed 1-0 on Friday, won the game 7-2, and then on Saturday they led 1-0, but surrendered 4 unanswered goals in that 4-2 defeat. Puck behind the Hat-Trick's net. Mo Valley receives it from McCullum, who gloved a shot from center. Mo Valley steps over the blue line left side. Shot flutters wide. Hullaby, the follow-up, puts it on goal, and Cooper says no. Mo Valley at the left point swipes it into the far side corner. Johnson for the Prowlers, right corner. Leads Bussell, lost it. Robinson to the net. Fans on the shot. Goes wide right, and then Cooper corrals off the end boards. After the whistle, a scrum behind the net. Just some grabbing, no gloves off. And now you've got Newberg and Bussell engaged just outside the Prowlers' crease. Refs engage. And it looks like everything's all right. We'll stay 5-on-5 for the most part. Hat-Trick's now up to 10 shots. So they had 3, now they have 10. Maybe they weren't calculating. So that seems a bit better. Shots are 18-10, favoring the visitors, and they lead 1-0. Right circle draw, Hat-Trick's in the offensive zone. Ruiz against Graham. Graham kicked out for the Prowlers. In steps Austin Federley. So it's captain against captain. Federley swipes at it. Prowlers take the puck, but give it away to Vasilia below the goal line. He's shoved by Heinzel, lost it to Federley. It's scooped through center, skated into by Simmons Fisher on the backhand. The shot ramped off the stick of Bedard. Graham's bid from the right point, wobbles wide. Federley up top, throws down low, taken away by Vasiliev, who lugs through center. Onto the blade of Ratcliffe, slipped off his stick. Ratcliffe back with it near boards. Left point, Bedard, down low, Ruiz in front. Pinballs around to the near side corner. Ratcliffe in the corner with 10 seconds to go in the first period. A tie-up. They wrestle for it. Final 5. Simmons Fisher around. LaBelle with 2. Shoots. Glove saved by Cooper with 7/10 on the clock. And most likely just one more face-off, and that should do it for period 1. Unless the Hat-Tricks win the face-off and snap it home almost immediately. Prowlers were hot out of the gate, scored the opening goal. Hat-Tricks have picked up their play as of late. Now the shots are 19-7, favoring the Prowlers, who lead 1-0. Face-off at the left circle, 0.7 to go. Hat-Tricks win the draw, but no one at that left point, so the horn sounds and that's it for period 1. Prowlers dominated that first half, and they were rewarded with that goal from Stefan Deasy at 16:08. Alex Johnson with the assist. It was a clapper from the top of the slot, almost more like center point, and he let one rip. Top left corner over the right shoulder of Connor McCullum. Prowlers come out of period 1 up 1-0. Both teams are 0 for 2 on the power play. The penalties, LaBelle at 58 seconds slashing. Gonzalez cross-checking at 4:40. And then the 2 for Port Huron, Federley at 8:28 for hooking. And then Matt Graham interference at 10:27. That brief 5-on-3 for the Hat-Tricks. Shots finish up 21-7 on the big board. We'll see if there are any more adjustments to that once the second period comes around. Hat-Tricks this season, when they allow the first goal, they are 8-8-4, with 7 of those wins coming in regulation. And Danbury when they trail after the first period this season, 2-6-3. But the Hat-Tricks have been red hot on home ice. They've won 7 games in a row. And overall, this Danbury team, winners in 8 of their last 9, 12 of the previous 16, and they've secured points in 11 of their last 12 outings. The only time that they haven't done it was, as we've mentioned last Saturday, in the loss to these same Prowlers. The final score that night was 4-2. A funny note, just numbers-wise, the last 2 games the Hat-Tricks have played, so against Watertown yesterday and the loss to Port Huron, both finishing 4-2. The 2 prior games, 7-2 final scores. Hat-Tricks won both of those games. So tonight would set a different score if the pattern does continue, right? 2-2-2. And after 20, it's 1-0 Prowlers in a season series and an all-time series that has been dominated by this Danbury team. The Hat-Tricks are 3-1 this year. And Danbury has lost just 3 games all-time against these Prowlers. One, of course, coming this year in regulation. And the Prowlers won their first game ever in Danbury last year against the Hat-Tricks. It was a much different game Saturday night compared to Friday night. It was tight through 2 on Friday. Hat-Tricks pulled away in the 3rd period, but the Prowlers, with those 4 unanswered goals, had a big 3rd period, scoring 3 of those goals in the middle frame. Hat-Tricks looked a little lethargic. Things got clogged up in the neutral zone. Prowlers adjusting their strategy. And a bit of a similar formula for Port Huron. And you'd have to guess that after Frolov, Van Durken, and Vasiliev went off, combining for 10 points in that first game on Friday last weekend, the Prowlers have them marked on their scouting report. They did a nice job against them on Saturday. Frolov was tossed from the game in the 2nd period. Van Durken and Vasiliev were held scoreless. And in that first period, fairly quiet. I mean, Frolov did ring one off the left post that sprung off the backside of Cooper on the ricochet, but no goals to show for it. Hat-Tricks of the month of February are 6-1. They're 3-0 at home. Saturday nights have, of course, been kind to this Danbury team. They've got 7 wins in 9 home games on Saturday nights. Overall, 12-3-2 in what usually is the 2nd game of a series. This weekend, a little different. The NFL is over, so we'll see a lot more 3-game series for Danbury. But this weekend, this Prowlers game sandwiched in between 2 against Watertown. The good thing for Danbury, after a bit of a slow first period, the second has been their strong point. They've outscored teams 64-53 in period 2 and outshot them by 51, 556 to 505 in the 2nd period in these games thus far this season. All right, period 1 is in the books. Hat-Tricks trailing the Prowlers 1-0 after 1, and they are being tripled up in terms of the shots. 21-7, the number after 1. We'll step out, come on back for the start of the 2nd period. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Now, let's hear from General Manager Matt Voidy, who I caught up with right before the team headed up to Watertown on Thursday. Here's Hat-Tricks Weekly. Doug Latuca back with you inside the Hat-Tricks Lounge alongside General Manager and bench coach Matt Voidy before the boys hit the road for a Friday game in Watertown. Then they're back here in Danbury on Saturday against the Port Huron Prowlers, and then they head right back up to Watertown on Sunday. Matt, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Overall thoughts last weekend, second trip to Port Huron. The first time you guys won both. This time you split.
I thought we played really well Friday night. I thought Saturday night things got a little crazy. I think we were a little bit looser than we should have been. I think we were kind of a little too excited, based on how we were playing, and which happens, especially with some of the younger guys. But I think we battled hard, we fought hard. I think, after those penalties, with pop-off and throw-off and them getting thrown out, we kind of had a rough patch there, but we didn't let it, get worse. And, we were in it in the third period. We just couldn't get a puck to go for us.
We could dissect both games, starting with Friday night. More of a dominant performance, specifically in the third period. The Russian trio of Frolov, Van Durken, and Vasiliev went to work, as they have really over this stretch and during that winning streak that you guys were on. What did you like about the play on Friday, and specifically in that third period, how it translated to 5 unanswered goals?
I think we'd been playing pretty well. It's really kind of just looking for a little more, and that's what I said to the boys around the first intermission. Like, we're going good, but we just need a little more urgency, a little more attention to detail. We were a little bit too comfortable, and they score the first one, and that line goes out there and scores 10 seconds later, and we're going. And I think we had the fire lit, and then we literally just kept going with it. So I think we were playing pretty crisp, and then I think that just kind of led into Saturday night.
And in terms of the Russians, specifically Frolov and Van Durken, Frolov grabbing his first professional hat trick. Van Durken had scooped up the team's first hat trick a couple weeks back. What have both of those players brought? I know they're young, they're very skilled. What do they bring to the lineup on a nightly basis?
I think they both bring a combination of toughness and skill, which, sometimes can be hard to find. Some players have one or the other. They have both. I think they're pretty intelligent. I think they've had to work through some things being young players and being rookies in the league and learning how to play in this league. But to their credit, they've learned, and they're getting better.
On Saturday night, as we transition, the loss, the first one in quite some time for this group. It had been a long point streak for the team, stacking up wins, and it's benefited you guys in the Empire Division standings, which we will get to. Did you feel that Port Huron had adjusted their strategy a little bit from Friday to Saturday, maybe trying to negate that Russian line, which put up a huge number of points on Friday?
Well, yeah, I think they're coming out, they got, that's not, you don't want to lose 7-2 in your own barn. And, they came out, kind of fired and ready to go. And I thought we handled it pretty well, to be honest. I thought, really on our end, like, we needed to be a little bit more disciplined. I thought we were just a little bit too excited. And, we ended up, after the first period, up 1-0. And I think they were trying to be a little more physical on that line, but I think we handled it pretty well.
Do you think the offense was stymied a little bit based on something that they had changed? Did you feel like it was a little bit of a choppier game, slower, wasn't as much offensive flow on Saturday night as opposed to Friday, where you guys figured something out in that third period?
Yeah, I think, with the physical part of it, I think they were a little more physical at the lines. I just look at us, and I think we didn't manage the puck as well. I think we were trying to be too cute, trying to be a little bit too skillful, and then we lose 2 guys, and we're kind of, I think there's a point where I had maybe 6 forwards or something like that, and it's, that can be tough when you get a bunch of guys playing together that haven't really played together. Yeah, I mean, they came out a little harder than they had been, but again, I think we handled it pretty well, and I think it was a little bit more on us not simplifying our game based on that.
Yeah, and you had 2 players in Connor Woolley and Chris Hunt who hadn't really played much hockey over the last couple of weeks. They were kind of tossed into elevated roles because of the match penalties to Vadim and Popov in that game. How, as a bench coach, you didn't have Johnny Ruiz with you either. He was back home still dealing with that upper body injury. How do you shuffle the lines when okay, we don't have many combinations here. We're missing a guy who scored a hat trick the previous night and a big-bodied physical defenseman?
Sometimes it's not really left in your hands, and that's like, hey, what can you do? I think you just you look down at your bench, and at this point in the season, I know the players, and you're just trying to put together the best guys. Sometimes it is a guess. You don't know, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong, and again, the benefit though of having not so many players is there's only so many combinations, so you kind of figure it out pretty fast.
The long wing streak has propelled you guys up the standings. You sit in second place entering the weekend. And hey, you face number 3 and number 4 in the Empire Division this weekend. You play Watertown twice and Port Huron again once. How important are these games? Just grabbing 1, 2, 3 points against teams that you need to beat and would like to secure that second spot?
Well, it's going to dictate the next, whatever we have, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. These are games that, I think I know they all understand that we have to win. Certainly at the very least have to point in, but one game at a time, we have to win them, and we're very capable against both teams. I think you look at the season series with both teams, and it's been a little back and forth. I think we've gotten better. I think I fully expect us to battle through. Obviously with the 3-3 it can be tough, especially on the back end, but I think having gone through with Hudson Valley, I think that kind of helps us. It's not like a distant memory. It was pretty recent, and we can draw on that experience to help us.
And then you get Port Huron here at home on Saturday. Do you think it benefits or hurts playing this team again? You just saw them twice. You're going to see them again next weekend for a couple of games. It seems like they're on the schedule a lot coming up.
I think it helps, especially a team like that's close to you in the standings at this point in the season. Like, it gets you up. Like I said earlier, it's the dog days of the season, and when you're facing a team like that's wow, okay, this is the playoffs, so this is second place. This is our seeding in the playoffs. It gets the boys up, and I think it's a benefit.
The travel a little wonky this weekend. You guys are heading to Watertown in a couple of moments. Then you're back on Saturday for a game in Danbury, and then right back to the same spot in Watertown. How do you adjust? What does the team feel about situations? I know the ride isn't as long as a Michigan, which we were just in last weekend, but it's still about a 5-6 hour ride up there.
I think it's just managing, making sure you're eating right, making sure you're sleeping, hydrating. It's all the kind of cliche things. I think we got to just make sure we have the right guys in the lineup, and that they're fresh. I mean, it's not too bad. We come back right after Friday's game, and then, the boys get to sleep in their bed a little bit, and then we play here at 7. So, I think a little bit more of the concern is the 4 o'clock game on Sunday after Saturday's game. But, a lot of these guys have been through it already. We had a home and home with Watertown. So the front end of it, I'm not concerned about. I think any 3-3 you're always a little concerned on the back end in guys' energy levels and how they're resting. But I think we should be okay. I think these guys have a pretty good. They've had enough test runs with it to know what to do.
Expected to get some of the big dogs back, Johnny Ruiz, Chase Harwell, specifically down the middle, strengthening that group. How crucial is it to get them back up to speed, slot them in, and get the lines rolling as we enter that push for the playoffs?
Well, I mean, it's bigger. Top 3 centers have been out for the last couple of weeks.
Billy Berry too, yeah.
It's just like anything else in hockey, you can't predict that. The sooner we get them all back and kind of flowing here, I mean, we should get Billy back about a month before the end of the season ends. That's going to help us immensely. It stabilizes our lines, it stabilizes our lineup, and allows us to get a little bit of a flow going, into playoffs.
4 Nations finals tonight, USA against Canada. We were all together last weekend when they played round 1. And that was a physical game, the 3 fights in the opening 9 seconds. We've got both Canadians and a lot of USA players on our team. Who are you rooting for? And who do you think wins? Because those could be 2 separate answers.
Well, I got to go USA. I'm an American boy. Man, that's a tough one. I don't. It's not a game I'd want to bet on. For sure. I I think I'm going to say USA. I think they've got a little bit of an edge. But man, who knows? I mean, that could be 3 overtimes.
Yeah, who knows? Should be a great game. And we have 3 great games this weekend. Friday and Sunday are in Watertown. You can catch the game on Wolves TV with the voice of the Watertown Wolves, Jeff Barrett, bringing you that coverage. All the links to that broadcast will be on our website and our social medias, danburyhattricks.com. And then we're back here on Saturday. We've got a jersey auction. We've got more promotions. A free trip to Biloxi is on the line. A lot of great stuff. You can check it out at our website, danburyhattricks.com. Safe trip to Watertown, Matt.
Thanks, Doug.
Well, we know how that trip to Watertown went. Hat-Tricks winners 4-2 last night. And through one period of play against the Port Huron Prowlers here inside the Danbury Ice Arena, it's Port Huron 1 and the Hat-Tricks nothing. On the only goals scored from Stefan Deasy, Alex Johnson and Reginald Millette credited with the assists with about 4 minutes to go in that first period. Shots after one, 19-7 officially. Hat-Tricks and Prowlers playing 3 of the next 4 games on Danbury's schedule tonight, and then next weekend 2 here in Danbury. Hat-Tricks winners of 8 of their last 9, the only loss against the Port Huron Prowlers last Saturday at McMorran Arena. So it's 1-0 here in Danbury. Elsewhere in the FPHL, the Motor City Rockers with a 2-1 lead over the first place Binghamton Black Bears. That game is in Binghamton, about 4.5 minutes into the second period. Goals from Avery Smith got the goals scoring started for Motor City. Gavin Yates has Binghamton on the board. It's 2-1. Watertown is in Poughkeepsie playing the HC Venom tonight, and then both teams, the Watertown and Danbury, will head up back to Watertown for tomorrow's game. It is 3-2 Wolves. The start of the second period is coming up in that one. A couple of other games in the Continental Division. You've got Carolina leading the Dashers 7-1 second period. You've got the Mississippi Seawolves trailing the Baton Rouge Zydeco 3-0 in that game. In Mississippi, 3 first period goals for the Zydeco. They lead 3-0. And Blue Ridge and Athens, no score first period. The games obviously to keep an eye on involve the Empire Division teams, the Watertown Wolves, the HC Venom, and hey, throw the Motor City Rockers in there as well, as the push for the playoffs has officially started. We're well past the midway point of the regular season. In between periods, our Lexi Berkey caught up with defenseman Justin Movalli. Let's take a look.
Hello, Hat-Tricks fans. Wyatt Kopelman here alongside defenseman Charlie Bedard as we get you set for the Hat-Tricks.
Hey fans, after 1 period of play, I'm here with Justin Movalli. What have you seen from your team in the first period?
We just got to be better. We came out a little soft. I think we need to pick that up going forward, all of us, myself included. But we're in a good spot here. I know we had to deal with some difficult roughing early, but I think we're in a good spot to take this game.
What do you need to see from your team for the next 40?
Next 40, we just got to buy in more. You got to hone in on the details. We got to take body when we need to, and pucks got to get off the boards and out at the blue.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Thank you, Justin and Lexi. Hat-Tricks trailing the Prowlers 1-0 after 1 period of play on Teacher Appreciation Night, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Brookfield and the Danbury Mall. We're giving out a free trip to Biloxi, Mississippi for the Hat-Tricks game on April 4th and 5th, sponsored by Dream Vacations and Danbury in the Valentine's Day jerseys. Teams flip sides, hat tricks work from right to left. In the middle frame, Jamie Bussell for the Prowlers, Johnny Ruiz for the hat tricks. Puck is down, and let's do it in period 2. Prowlers with the only goal in that first period at 16:08. Deasy with a slap shot from center point. Beat McCullum up high, and it's 1-0. Prowlers with just one win in their last 5 games. It came against the hat tricks last Saturday in Michigan. Millette chipping and charging. Puck rolls in on McCullum, who whips it up the near side boards. 2-on-1 for Danbury. Vasiliev left wing across for Ratcliffe. Bouncing puck chopped over the crossbar into the near side corner. The lead is Federle. He's behind the defense. Federle to the net. Shoots! Saved by McCullum, and he falls on top of it. Back and forth we go. 2-on-1 for Danbury on the left side of the ice. Does not connect. The outlet pass for Federle on the right side of the ice. Storming in on the right wing. Tried to slip it through the 5-hole of McCullum. He says no. And 49 seconds into the second period, it stays 1-0 Port Huron. Face off at the right side circle. Matt Graham kicked out for the Prowlers. Austin Federle will step in against Gleb Van Durken for Danbury. Hat tricks in the Valentine's Day jerseys tonight. They're available via auction through Dash. Find the information on our website, danburyhattricks.com. Closing up at 9 p.m. Hat tricks win the defensive zone face-off. Free puck at center, swatted in by Van Durken. Getting there first is Simmons Fisher for the Prowlers. He gets crunched by Zach Pamelayan below the goal line. Loose puck, Mo Valley pinching left point. Squirts for Matt Graham of the Prowlers. Darts in right up the gut, hands off, wrist shot. Stiles kicked away by McCullum. Stiles lost his glove and stick. And now a fight in the far side corner. Pamelayan and Graham, they were wrapped up. A left from Graham under the chin of Pamelayan. Not many punches thrown quite yet. Pamelayan trying to loosen things up. The jersey is over his head, and now the refs step in as Pamelayan lost his vision, and the both players go down to the ice. The fight strap was hanging on for dear life to the pants of Pamelayan, and once the jersey goes over the head, that's when the referees typically step in. So our first fight of the night, 1 minute and 22 seconds in to the second period. It was Kenneth Stiles who dropped his glove and stick after he took a shot from the left circle. Thought maybe he was slashed by Pamelayan from behind. At the initial look, there was no call for slashing. So Graham went over, exchanged words with Pamelayan, got a couple of rights under the chin of Pamelayan, and then once the jersey went over the head of ZP, that's when the fight ended. Hat tricks red hot on home ice. They've won 7 in a row. Overall, they have 8 wins in their last 9. And points in 11 of their last 12 outings. But the hat tricks trail 1-0. D-zone draw, 1 back. Prowlers point shot, deflected wide right. A race for it. Stiles back on the ice. Had his pocket picked by Robinson. Darts in on right wing. Throws it wide right of the net. Joining the play was Dylan Hullaby late. He took a tumble. And the Prowlers fly it into the hat trick's end. Kyle Gonzalez, the lead for Robinson, who ramps it in. Far side boards right wing. Out of the net, Cooper. Leads Luke James. Slipped off his stick. Pop off. Goes across for Gonzalez. Steps over the red line, right side. Flips it near corner. Fellstrom pressured by Robinson. The outlet pass from Parsons. Deflects off a stick. Back into Danbury's zone. And Wick, the outlet, leads Ratcliffe on right wing. Centering pass, trampolines off the stick of Vasiliev, and on it for the Prowlers is Brett Lockhart. Bussell zigzags through center, gives for Johnson. streaks in, shoots, blocked by Wick. Johnson back on it in the right corner. Ruiz for the hat-tricks. Headman's Ratcliffe over center, outnumbered. Wrist shot into the midsection of Cooper, and no crumbs. We've played 2:40 in this second period. 1-0 Prowlers, the only goal scored in the first period with about 4 minutes to play. Stephen Deasy from Alex Johnson and Reginald Millette. Shots 20-7 favoring the Prowlers. Right circle draw. Van Durken for the hat-tricks. Frolov right behind him. Danbury wins it. Frolov swats it below the goal line. Bedard sprinting after it near boards. It's chopped out by the Prowlers. Bedard wins the race in the hat-trick's end. Shoots out to center. Back on it, Simmons Fisher for the Prowlers over the red line. Dancing through, it's Deasy on right wing. Centering pass, Stiles, backhander, score! Forehand, backhand. Kenneth Stiles lifts it over the outstretched blocker of Connor McCullum. At about 3 minutes into the second period, the Prowlers extend their lead. It's 2-0. Somewhat of a broken play through center, but Stephen Deasy danced through center ice, broke in on the right wing 2-on-1, fed it across for Kenneth Stiles, who secured and backhanded it over the waffle of McCullum. Stiles' third goal of the season in his 23rd game. And the lead is 2 for Port Huron. Hat-tricks winners of the first 3 games in this season series, all in Michigan. And that stretch ended on Saturday night in that 4-2 loss. Lucas Lockney in the far side corner, hat-trick's end. Low to high. Johnson wheels it to the right corner, Lockney. Filters for Bussell. The righty on his backhand, right corner, spins to the forehand, pass to the back, too hot to handle for Johnson. And it rolls back in on Cooper, who defends the left net for the Prowlers. About 4 minutes gone by in the second period, and 2-0 Port Huron with the lead. Johnson self-pass on right wing, centers. It's kicked over the crossbar. Gonzalez on it for Danbury. He'll angle it off the end boards and shovel it up the near wall. A scrum in front of the Prowlers bench. Worked free. Frolov storms in right wing, harassed from behind. Slips it for Van Durken. Far corner, return for Frolov, knocked away, out of the zone. Hat-tricks forced to reorganize at center. Wick whips it in. Prowlers take possession. Fellstrom, long pass to the far side. Frazee steps inside the blue line and filters in. Wick for Danbury. Into the skates of Van Durken. Wick tries again near side. Lost it to Fellstrom. Across, centering pass, Frazee bounces in the air. He gets it back at the left circle. Shoots off the crossbar and out towards the slot. Hat-tricks try to counter. Vasiliev knocked off the puck by Parsons. Crunched along the near side boards. Van Durken pries it free. Centers for Frolov. Right circle, Frolov. Blew a tire, James from left to right. 3-on-2 for the Prowlers. Frazee, left wing in front, James safe. Rebound denied as well. McCullum in a split. A right point shot from Simmons Fisher is deflected out of play. Chaotic action in front of Connor McCullum, trying to keep this Prowlers lead at 2 with 5:14 a race second period. Port Huron has doubled its lead. 2-0 right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Need custom signs or graphics? Vision Designs brings your vision to life with quality printing and design services. Call Vision Designs today for all your custom printing needs. Need a plumber you can trust? Hope Plumbing offers fast, reliable service for all your plumbing needs. From repairs to installations, we've got you covered. Hope Plumbing, where your home is our priority. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and more. Visit Texas Roadhouse today, where great food and great times come together. Drive in style with Todd Maserati, offering the latest Maserati models and top quality service. Visit Todd Maserati today for the luxury car experience you've been waiting for. Raise a glass at Reverie Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer in a variety of styles. Visit our tap room today and sip on something special. Reverie Brewing, where beer meets imagination. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
Doug Latuca back inside the Danbury Ice Arena. 2-0 Prowlers. D-zone draw for the Hat-tricks. Millette shooting and a glove save by McCullum from the ring of the right circle. Prowlers with a 2-0 lead. DZ scored in the first at 16:08. Johnson and Millette with the helpers. And the Prowlers striking about 3 minutes into this period. Styles from DZ. 2-0. Prowlers win another draw. A right point shot blocked by Anilling Robinson. Second effort from Simmons Fisher. Fandon. Prowlers keep it alive. Right circle. Millette dancing in. Shoots. Pad saved by McCullum. Didn't know where it was. Heintzel keeps it alive. Far side wall. It's one-handed to Bedard. Right corner for the Hat-tricks. He'll smack it off the near side glass. It's tossed right back in on goal. And McCullum gloves it down. Hat-tricks reset with 14:10 to play, second period. And the Prowlers in front 2-0. Stiles navigates neutral ice, leads Federley, right wing shot, glove down by McCullum. With exactly 6 minutes off the clock in period 2. And the shot's lopsided in favor of the Prowlers, 28-12. Danbury offensively has not gotten into a groove. This looks very similar to last Saturday. The loss in Michigan, 4-2. Danbury's only loss over their last 9 games, and the Prowlers' only win in their last 5. Right circle draw, Hat-tricks end. Newberg, far side boards for the Hat-tricks at his pocket pick, centering pass. Ramps off a blade, back into the Prowlers' zone. Cooper out of the net, shielding Frolov off the puck, whips it far side, and it's angled off the far wall. Mo Valley at center for Frolov, who touches in, then crushes Fellstrom in front of the Danbury bench. Loose puck below the goal line. They battle 2 aside. Stiles on the outer ring for the Prowlers. Then Fellstrom comes in for Port Huron. It's a 3-on-2 in the right corner. Van Durken with it. Centers Ratcliffe off his skate. Couldn't tee up the shot. Frazee takes it away. Bursts in right wing. Centering pass taken away by Gonzalez for the Hat-tricks. Frazee right in his pocket, but Danbury does clear the zone successfully. Gonzalez gains the line on right wing, far boards, turns back in the corner, worked on by Parsons. Johnson flips it on the backhand near side. Pinching is Ruiz. Frazee took possession. Prowlers can't clear. Keep at the right point. Ruiz near the right circle, overskated. Parsons can't clear again. Pop off with the right mitt, keeps it alive. Parsons another effort, overskated at first, then hits the linesman at center. Does the job though. Hat-tricks do touch up. And they reorganize in their own zone with 12.5 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 Prowlers. Port Huron moves left to right. They gain the line. Lockney at the left point. His shot blocked by Popoff, who kicks it along the kick plate. Pass for Van Durken on left wing. Wrist shot, gloved by Cooper, and no rebound. With 12:09 left in the second period. And the Prowlers with a 2-0 lead over the Hat-tricks. Danbury comes in tied for the second most goals in the league, 162. Through 38 games, they're averaging 4.3 per contest. Prowlers, 7th in the league, 135, 3.4 per outing. Left circle draw, Prowlers zone. Graham wins it for Port Huron. It's wheeled around to the far side. Lockney engaged with Bedard, who took the puck away, but streaking with it, Simmons Fisher on right wing. The headman pass for Millette. He tips it in, goes after it, scoops up, walks up the left wall, keeps in at the line, shot, score! Might have been tipped in by Matt Graham, who was a couple feet in front of McCullum. He did in fact get a piece, and the Prowlers with a 3-0 lead, 11:46 to go in the second period. It was a turnaround shot from Millette from the left point, and Graham redirected it in the low slot through the 5-hole of McCullum. And the fans stunned here in Danbury. They haven't seen a loss in quite some time. Mentioned the Hat-Tricks winners of 7 straight at home, and if you count those 2 quote-unquote road games against the Venom that were played here in Danbury, they've won 9 straight games. They trail 3-0 to the visiting Port Huron Prowlers. 11:30 remaining in the second period. A goal scored in the first, 2 here in the second. Here's Frolov, wrist shot from the high slot, never got through. Fellstrom corrals for the Prowlers, lost it to Pamelaine in the far side corner. Free puck, right circle, whipped ahead, kicked down at the right point by Bedard. Bouncing puck, Pamelaine, high slot, looking, feathers. It's available, and James skates it out of the zone for Port Huron. LaBelle angles off the far boards for Frolov. Over the red, over the blue. Frolov harassed, and he drew a penalty. He was hooked. Frolov, low to high pass. McCullum to the bench. In the slot, Ruiz to the right circle. Gonzalez across. The shot fanned on. There's a fight near the blue line. I believe it's James and Bedard. And the Hat-Tricks hoping that Bedard does not get the extra penalty here. So both captains are over talking to the referees, and we are at the media timeout. 10:39 to go, second period, and the Prowlers have grown their lead to 3 over the Hat-Tricks on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. Reliable heating oil delivery and expert service to keep your home comfortable. Call me.
Well, it looks like they faked us out. This is a replay, so don't worry. The face-off is at the far side dot, outside the Prowlers' end. It is 4-on-4 hockey. So I believe the initial penalty stands, the hook. Well, maybe there wasn't a penalty because McCullum had gone to the bench. So the net was empty. And then the play was blown dead. It's 4-on-4, and the penalties appear to be Bedard and James. So the face-off at the far dot. It's 4-on-4 hockey. We'll sort out the penalties when they come in. It looks like Bedard got 2 for roughing, and then James got the initial hooking, both at 9:21. So Bedard jumping James results in 4-on-4. Point shot, fought off by McCullum, and he holds it. Up high, he pressed it with his glove to his right arm. 10:14 remaining in this second period. 29-15 of the shots favoring the Prowlers, who lead 3-0. 1:35 left on this 4-on-4. Face off at the far side circle. Hat-Tricks zone. Federle and Van Durken. Prowlers win. Left point. Heinzel slipping it for Federle. Wiped away by Van Durken, who sprints after Heinzel. Bouncing puck, Federle. Reverses course for Heinzel as we've hit the midway point of this second period. Skate to stick, Simmons Fisher. Intercepted at neutral ice. Federle lost it to LaBelle. From right to left, Danbury into the zone. Frolov shoots one on net, and Cooper holds it. That's the horn for the media timeout. Still 4-on-4 for 106 when we come back with the Prowlers leading 3-0 over the Hat-Tricks.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. Reliable heating oil delivery and expert service to keep your home comfortable. Call Mitchell Oil today for quality service you can trust. Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Fresh frozen yogurt with endless topping combinations. Visit today and create your perfect dessert. Peach Wave, where the possibilities are sweet. Building something special? Kellogg Hardwood Lumber has the finest kiln-dried hardwood lumber for all your projects. From flooring to furniture, we have what you need. Visit Kellogg Hardwood Lumber today. From sports injuries to joint pain, Ortho Connecticut has you covered. Expert orthopedic care for every body. Call today to schedule your consultation. Ortho Connecticut, where movement matters. Looking for reliable waste management solutions? Oak Ridge provides efficient, eco-friendly waste and recycling services for businesses and homes. Call Oak Ridge today and simplify your waste disposal. Looking for the perfect place to work on your golf game? Head to Golf Ranch in Brookfield. With a covered driving range, lessons for all skill levels, and a fun 18-hole mini golf course, there's something for everyone. Get ready to tee off at Golf Ranch in Brookfield.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Doug Latuca here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Streaming on NY48 tonight, our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Prowlers with a 3-0 lead, 9:45 to go in the second period. Port Huron with 2 goals in this frame and 1 in the opening period. Hat-Tricks nothing on the board. They're in the O-zone. LaBelle right circle, fan on the shot, pass down low for Gonzalez, who is stationed near the left post. Too hot to handle. Right through center, it's Lockney. Poke checked off his stick. Hat-Tricks from right to left. Van Durken steps over the line. Backhander, glove save by Cooper as he reached out the mitt and stays perfect, 17 for 17. Still 4-on-4 for the next 39 seconds. James for the Prowlers, Bedard for the Hat-Tricks, both in the box. It was Bedard roughing and James hooking, which has evened things up. Hat-Tricks have not quite gotten going offensively. They lost 4-2 to these Prowlers a week ago today in Michigan. O-zone draw, Hat-Tricks win it, right point pop-off, flips one wide right of the net. Millette centers for Johnson in the D-zone, kicked along by Robinson for the Hat-Tricks, who gets to it first, brought the puck in. Pamelayan had to tag up. He does so successfully, but Federley pounces on it for the Prowlers. Under 9 minutes left in the second period, 3-0 Port Huron. Federley to the blade of Millette, right side, offensive zone. Walks down the wall, turns back up the wall. Millette dropping for DZ. Robinson in his hip lifting the stick. It's punched ahead for Millette. Both James and Bedard out of the box, 5-on-5. DZ inside for James, ramped off the stick of McCullum, out to the point. That shot stopped by McCullum and pinballed off of DZ standing in front. Loose puck behind the net. Low to high, Johnson, left point. Wheels it around. Heinzel pinching from the right point. Hat-Tricks take it away. Robinson, far wall, chops it. Not enough for icing. Hat-Tricks make changes. 3-0 Port Huron. 8 minutes to go in the period. Stiles right in. His shot redirects wide. He's back on it. Behind the back pass. Picked off, but Graham lifting the stick of Vasiliev. Puck is available. Half wall near side. And Ruiz breaks free into the offensive zone. Backhand pass, Ratcliffe, the drop, Gonzalez shoots, blocker save, rebound, swatted at, pops in the air, they score! It's Vasiliev! Hat-Tricks cut into the Prowlers lead. It's 3-1, bouncing puck, and Alexander there to tuck it home. That might be the break Danbury needed. On net mouth scramble, puck went airborne. Cooper was down and out, and Vasiliev jabs it home. His 6th goal of the season. He came into tonight with 14 assists over his last 8 games. He's got a goal. Points now in 11 of his last 13. 4 goals, 17 assists during that span. And his 2nd goal and 7th point against the Prowlers in the season series. Vasiliev on the left side of Ruiz and Ratcliffe. And when the Hat-Tricks desperately needed a goal, they get it from their top trio. And it was dirty as can be. The goal coming at 12:23. Right now, the assists belong to Jacob Ratcliffe and Kyle Gonzalez. There's a discussion occurring between Ruiz of the Hat-Tricks and Federley and Graham of the Prowlers just in front of the scorer's area. They are reviewing potentially for goaltender interference. It's in the crease of Cooper. The first shot popped in the air, and then it was swatted at by Ratcliffe. Maybe they're looking for a high stick potentially on Ratcliffe, who swatted it out of midair, put it towards the goal, and then Vasiliev on the backhand helped it into the back of the net. So from the look that we have on our video feed that the viewers watching on NY48 and our YouTube channel can see, it appears that the stick is below the waist and below the crossbar. That is the measuring stick. As long as the stick makes contact with the puck at or below the crossbar, it is a good play, no high stick. And from the look that we had at it, it appears that it should stand as Danbury's first goal of the game. Here's the ruling. They'll give it to the captains first, and they rule it a good goal. Hat-tricks on the board. Vasiliev, his 6th of the year. It was a beautiful zone entry by Danbury. They had numbers. Gonzalez was streaking right down the slot, ripped one. It was stopped by Cooper, popped in the air. Ratcliffe batted it towards the goal legally, and Vasiliev slips it over the line. Hat-tricks cut the deficit to 2. It's 3-1, 7:37 remaining in period 2, and the Hat-tricks get a power play because of the unsuccessful challenge from the Prowlers. So it's 5-on-4. What an opportunity for Danbury. They finally break through offensively, and now their second-ranked power play goes to work for the 3rd time tonight. They're 0 for 2. From right to left, they possess. It's LaBelle, the quarterback of the unit. Leads Ruiz on left wing. He'll crash towards the net, double-teamed, lost the puck, and it's launched down the ice. The goal, Vasiliev at 12:23 from Ratcliffe and Gonzalez. Hat-tricks down 2. Over the blue line, Ruiz floats it in. Lockhart rims it far side. Kicked down by LaBelle. Federley's effort successful. James on left wing into the O-zone. James in front. Federley. It's in his skates, and McCullum covers. Federley just could not locate the puck. If he did, he would have had a one-on-one with McCullum, but the Hat-tricks netminder pounces on top of it to draw the whistle. Prowlers have had a couple opportunities shorthanded on the Hat-tricks here tonight. Face off at the far side circle, hat-trick zone, and Gonzalez skates from right to left. A give and go. Van Durken, left wing at the circle, drops to the left point, Vasiliev. Straight away, Gonzalez. To the far side, it's Newberg. Spinning, walking up the wall, filtering down low. Johnson takes it for the Prowlers and hurls it down the ice. Hat-tricks have Gonzalez, Vasiliev, Newberg, Van Durken, and Frolov on the ice. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 6:15 remain in this second period. Vasiliev dancing in, sidestep to check, puck poked out to center. Hat-tricks forced to touch up. Van Durken twirls at the center ice logo, and he'll backtrack at his own. Final 20 of the power play. Cross ice pass received by Gonzalez over the blue line. Backhands it in. Cooper knocks it down, and the Prowlers fire it down the ice. Just 10 seconds to go on the Hat-tricks power play. Mentioned just one for their last 17. That after they scored 13 goals over a 5-game span. Power play is over. Hat-trick's 0 for 3. Frolov in the offensive zone, far corner. Center's just out of the reach of Van Durken. Off to the races is Deasy. On left wing, far boards. Flips it on goal, and McCullum covers for the stoppage. Timeout time here in Danbury. Hat-tricks creep a little bit closer. Vasiliev from Ratcliffe and Gonzalez at 12:23. It's 3-1 Prowlers, about 5.5 to go in the second period on the Hat-tricks Digital Network.
Hat-tricks fans, are you hungry? Caroluzzi's Markets has the best sub shop and the best selection of chef-prepared meals for easy dinners. Caroluzzi's is your one-stop supermarket.
Well, once again, we've jumped the gun. Not quite the media timeout. There was actually a discussion over by the scorer's area, so still 3-1 with 5:20 and counting in this middle period. Hat-tricks in the O-zone. Ratcliffe in front. One-timer stopped by Cooper. Pushing from right to left. He denied Johnny Ruiz of the tap-in goal. Prowlers the other way. Bussell punched off the puck. A beautiful feed from Jacob Ratcliffe for Johnny Ruiz. Then Bussell behind the defense couldn't handle, and the puck trickles in on Connor McCullum. Johnny Ruiz scooping up his 300th point as a hat trick yesterday on an assist on a Ratcliffe goal. 4th of the game for the hat-tricks in that 4-2 win over Watertown. Now we're at the timeout. 3-1 Prowlers, under 5 to go, second period in Danbury.
Hat-tricks fans, are you hungry? Caroluzzi's Markets has the best sub shop and the best selection of chef-prepared meals for easy dinners. Caroluzzi's is your one-stop supermarket for all your grocery needs and so much more. Craving something sweet? Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With new flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. Visit Crumble today. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Hey Hat-tricks fans, for a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hat-tricks friends and family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta. Get back to feeling your best with Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for every body and every injury. Call today to start your recovery. Hat City Physical Therapy. Your health is our focus. Fairfield County Bank is the official bank of the Danbury Hat-tricks. It's where the Hat-tricks bank and the tellers wear the Danbury Hat-tricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hat-tricks and are proud to support their hometown team.
6th meeting of the season between the Hat-tricks and the Prowlers. Rather, it's the 5th meeting. It's 3-1 Port Huron. 4:53 remaining in the second period. Hat-tricks have cut into the Port Huron lead. Ratcliffe's goal at 12:23. D-zone draw. Prowlers come away with it. Lockney handing off. Johnson at the left point. He spins off of it. Drops for Federley. Wrist shot. Skitters wide. Keep in try at the right point. Eludes the effort of Lockhart and rolls back into the Hat-tricks end. 4.5 minutes to go in this second period. Puck is chipped in. McCullum dropping for Wick, who rims it up the far wall. In stride Pamelayan on right wing. Centering pass for Van Durken, poked off his stick. The outlet for Graham. On the right wing near boards, overskated, and a slap shot from center, snared by McCullum. Dropped down for Wick. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Prowlers with a 3-1 lead. They scored the opening 3 goals of the contest. Ratcliffe has the hat-tricks on the board at 12:23 of this period. Puck off the glass and out of play. Hat-tricks leading the season series 3-1, but they dropped the most recent contest last Saturday at McMorran Arena. Both of these teams in a race in the Empire Division. Hat-tricks in second, Prowlers in 4th. Hat-tricks with a 7-point lead on Port Huron. Prowlers shoot in. Ratcliffe collects in the far corner, pestered by Bussell, who takes a spill. Free puck centered, and Vasiliev chugs the legs on left wing near wall. Steps over the blue line. Miscommunication with Ruiz. The pass out of his reach. Millette the other way for the Prowlers. He's outnumbered. He drops off for Deasy, the righty. Veers to the right side. Rester wide left. Millette touching back for Heinzel. Turnaround bid. Knuckled on goal and a glove save. McCullum, who saw it all the way. Left circle draw. Hat-trick's zone. McCullum tonight. 28 for 31. Cooper for the Prowlers, 16 for 17. Hat-tricks possess off the draw and nearly give it away, but Van Durken shovels out to center. Hullaby shielding, goes down to one knee, and it twirls back into the hat-trick's end for Bedard. For his deep partner, LaBelle, far side, returned for Bedard. Through center ice, headbands Frolov, slipping it for Van Durken. Couldn't connect. James zigzags through center ice, leaves for Stiles, right point, O-zone, and the pass leaks out of the zone. Parsons for the Prowlers pounds in, awkward bounce, James to the net, backhander, score! Oh, a terrible bounce for the Hat-tricks. It kicked off the far side corner in front. James settled the bouncing puck and flipped it past McCullum. Oh my goodness, James on the backhand punched it past McCullum, and right when the Hat-tricks have life, Port Huron regains a 3-goal lead. Unfortunate for Danbury. We saw the awkward carom favor the Prowlers on Friday night last week at McMorran Arena. It went off the end boards, off the back of McCullum and in. Hat-tricks won that game 7-2. Here tonight, a little bit more costly. Well, on Friday it did tie the game at 2, but the Hat-tricks scored 5 unanswered in the third and won the game big. Here tonight, they had some life, cut the deficit to 2, and now they trail again by 3. Puck in the hat-trick zone, pop-off, wheels it off the far side wall. Pamelayan skates to it. Connects with Newberg, who sauces one down low. Lockhart for the Prowlers. Backhand sauce for Graham over his stick. And John Wick retrieves for the Hat-tricks. Angles off the end boards, pop-off. Far boards, Ratcliffe scoops it through center. It's tapped in by Pamelayan, who goes to the bench for a change. Millette with 1:30 to go in this second period. 4-1 Prowlers. Roussel chipping and charging. It's poked along. Wick clears the zone. Hullaby gathers near side boards near the red line. He'll toss in. Smashes Heinzel behind the net. There's a delayed penalty on the Hat-tricks. Gonzalez will touch the puck. And the Hat-tricks down by 3, and they go to the penalty kill. Hullaby for roughing. For the Prowlers' 4th goal, Luke James from Brian Parsons at 17:31 has regained the Prowlers' 3-goal lead. It was the hit behind the net, Hullaby on Heinzel. And the Hat-tricks to the kill. Prowlers are 0 for 2 on the power play. Danbury wins the defensive zone draw. It's flipped towards the goal. Wide to the left, Van Durken pestering Johnson. Now Millette pressured by Van Durken with under a minute to go in the second period. 20 ticks gone on the Hullaby penalty. Federally to the far side, Millette gains the zone. Outer ring of the left circle, Millette slips it down low, Graham. To the back, Federally, left point. Through the legs pass, Johnson left circle. Low left, Graham to the near side, Millette. Straight away, Federally, slap shot, tip try for Lockney. And it ramped off his stick out of play. looking for the pass. Lucas Lockney on the right doorstep. And he tipped it out of the rink. Crucial kill for the Hat-Tricks. 1:20 left of work. And they're hoping that it leaks into the third period. They trail by 3 yet again for the second time in this game. Gonzalez over the blue line. 1-on-4 has Gonzalez trailing behind. Ruiz shoulders Johnson off the puck, but it springs to Lockney. Into the zone with 5 seconds. On right wing, pocket picked. Lockney prying for it, and that's it for the second period here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Prowlers outscore the Hat-Tricks 3-1 in the second. We've got some grabbing in front of the Hat-Tricks net. I believe a referee went down. They're escorting Alex Johnson to the penalty box. So 40 down, 20 to go in regulation. Shots are 32-17 Prowlers. They lead this one 4-1 thanks to 3 second period goals. Hat-Tricks had cut the deficit to 2, but James off the awkward carom capitalizes and makes it 4-1. Fans, you've got about 15 minutes to place your bids on the jerseys the Hat-Tricks are wearing tonight. Special Valentine's Day jerseys sponsored by Rich Mar Florists. Head over to DanburyHattricks.com for more information, or right to the Dash Auctions website to place your bids before time runs out. Just about time for our TK's center ice shot. And then it will be followed up by our Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury. Chuck a puck.
Today we're going to try to give away 5 free chicken wings. Who would like 5 free chicken wings?
So the deal here.
Yes, yes.
The shot goes in from center. Everyone here at the Danbury Ice Arena gets an opportunity to go to TK's for 5 free wings. It comes in the coupon book that is handed out to every fan once the final horn sounds. As you're leaving the building, everyone gets that coupon book. It's about a $50 value with all of our different sponsors. TK's is involved in that, along with a laundry list of others. And if you're wondering what those public offers are, you can check out our media guide. It's at the very end of it. It will tell you all the deals that are going on with the Hat-Tricks and our sponsors.
Okay, here we go. Now, look, this is TK's American Cafe Shootout. Principal Flynn is going to get a chance to...
Hat-Tricks being more than doubled up in the shots, 36-17.
It's baseball season.
Here's the center ice shot.
Are there any Philadelphia Philly fans in the building today? No. Any Boston Red Sox fans in the building today? Exactly. Are there any Juan Soto New York?
Well, are we going to get the shot? That's the question.
Yes. Exactly.
We're talking about baseball team spring training.
Yankees. Any Yankee fan? Wow.
Starting back up.
Here we go. For 5 free chicken wings.
Herm Sorcher excited about Juan Soto, the home run in his first at-bat. Here's the shot for the free wings. It looks good. He got it. 5 free wings for everyone in attendance, as long as they use the coupon that comes in, that exclusive coupon book available to every fan in attendance here tonight. Now we got our Chuck-a-Puck, brought to you by Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo of Danbury. I got a head nod from Gary and James Generali. The Chuck-a-Puck Masters, they seem to win every night. They go for the $200 prize in the middle. In the top hats, you've got the suite, the Xbox, the jersey, and the television. And we're underway in the Chuck-a-Puck. For the record, no one has gotten one to go in the top hat quite yet, which are weighed down by real pucks for anybody wondering. It should be a high participation night in Chuck-a-Puck, considering we're practically at standing room only here at the Danbury Ice Arena. And you can see by the volume just on the ice at the start of the Chuck-a-Puck festivities, it could result in a lot of prizes being handed out. My eyes might have deceived me, but I have not seen one go in anywhere quite yet. Now, fans might be a little bit rusty. Patrick's, of course, were on the road last weekend in Michigan, split with these Prowlers, but swept the Dashers Hockey Club the prior weekend. If I had to guess, I believe one puck went in the trash can. I didn't see any go in, and there wasn't much of a reaction from anybody indicating that there was a winner.
Fans, wow, a lot of Chuck-a-Pucks tonight. That's Michael Buckets Lipinski over there from Woodbury. We got the Fishman also doing pucks tonight. We got Steve Mazzola, the Joe Namath Contest Bay Club winner. 3 years in a row. He's out here. Max Sorcher.
Herm Sorcher giving some shout outs to
and we got Max, the other Max.
the staff working hard on the ice to collect the mound of Chuck-a-Pucks on the ice. Oh, and I think I just got a shout out. Syracuse 4.0. Just keep going. Keep going, Herm. I like it. There we go. Steve Mazzola was up to that one. We have a lot of fun in the office during the week, getting ready for these games and bringing you the broadcast on the Hat Tricks Digital Network. Lots of laughs, lots of fun in the office. Looks like we have a lot of pucks in the garbage can, so I was very wrong. Nobody in the top hat yet. It will happen one of these nights. It certainly will. When is the question?
9:13.
We've got a couple of winners to be announced.
69. 1438.
What do we got, 3 pucks so far?
523.
Wow.
523.
Well, that's what we thought. I mean, the more shots you take, the more likely you are to get one to go. And a lot of shots falling here at the Danbury Ice Arena. That just means a diluted pot of $200
Six winners. You can meet us over at the
tonight. 6 winners in the Todd Maserati Alfa Romeo Chuck-a-Puck here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Before we step out, let's hear from our friends at Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Protect your investments with Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Whether it's outdoor furniture, boats, or your outdoor kitchen, we've got you covered, literally. At Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut, we specialize in expert shrink wrapping to safeguard your valuable items from harsh weather, dirt, and damage. We wrap anything. No job is too big or too small. We're your trusted local choice for professional shrink wrapping services. Call us today at 203-791-9317 and let us help you protect what matters most. Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. We wrap it, you relax. 2 periods down, and the Prowlers with a commanding 3-goal lead, 4-1 after 40 on the Danbury Hat Tricks. Prowlers with 3 goals in that second period. Stiles from DZ at 3:02. Graham made it 3-0 from Millette and Simmons Fisher at 8:14. And James with the Prowlers' 4th goal at 17:31. Parsons with the helper. Vasiliev's goal, his 5th of the year, came at 12:23. He made it 3-1 Port Huron. Ratcliffe and Gonzalez with the assists. A note for Ratcliffe, he now ties the team high with 28 assists. He was the helper leader for quite some time before he was surpassed by LaBelle, mostly due to a couple of 5-point outings from the Hat-Tricks veteran defenseman. For Ratcliffe, he's got 14 points in his last 8 games. 9 assists during that span, and he's got 4 multi-point games over the last 8 games, including tonight. Had a goal and an assist yesterday in Danbury's 4-2 win over the Watertown Wolves. Hat-Tricks will head right back up to Watertown at the conclusion of tonight's game, hoping that a comeback is in their future. But if you look at the numbers, Hat-Tricks with just 1 win when they enter the third period down. They are 1-11-1, and the 1 win came after regulation. The Hat-Tricks with lots of work to do if they want to claw themselves back in. It looks like there's a fresh 2 minutes on the scoreboard assessed to Alex Johnson of the Prowlers. Let's see if they added a penalty here. As we peek at the live stats, roughing was the call on Johnson. So that evens things up with the Hullaby boarding call. So the Hat-Tricks will actually get 1 minute and 6 seconds on the power play when we start up the third period, which is, of course, a big deal. Danbury trying to inch its way closer. Down 3, you can make it 2 with a power play goal, despite the Hat-Tricks man advantage failing them over the last couple of games. And here tonight, they are 0 for 3 so far in this contest. 2 teams jockeying for position in the Empire Division standings. Hat-Tricks 19-11-6-2 with 67 points. The Prowlers 16-16, 4-4, 60 points. So just 7 points separate these 2 teams. And as we mentioned off the top, 3 of Danbury's next 4 games are against these Prowlers. 2 more next weekend. And of course they played 2 last weekend, the team splitting in Michigan. The other 2 games over the next 3 weekends are against Watertown. Of course, last night a 4-2 victory for the Hat-Tricks. And then tomorrow, 4:30 puck drop at the Watertown Municipal Arena. Unfortunately, we will not have the call for you of that one. You'll have to listen to Jeff Barrett on Wolves TV, who always does an excellent job over there in Watertown. And then I will rejoin everybody next weekend right here. Same 2 teams. Weekend set on the 28th of February and the 1st of March to conclude the season series between these 2 teams. 7-game season series. This, the 5th of 7, and the Hat-Tricks have won 3 of the first 4. Prowlers, though, with the most recent win, which was a week ago today. Mentioned that 4-2 Hat-Tricks loss, snapped their 7-game win streak. But Danbury entered tonight with 8 wins in their last 9, 7 straight victories on home ice. We saw Noah Robinson just peek back on the ice, maybe working through an issue, whether it's equipment or physical. We do not know, but hoping he is all right and ready to go for the second period. Hat-Tricks dressing just 9 forwards and 7 defensemen tonight. Connor Woolley is the scratch. Alexander Gamzatov marked as a failure to report. And of course, Danbury still without 2 of their top 3 center icemen in Chase Harwell and Billy Berry, who are both on the IR. We've seen Xavier Abdella starting to get back to the ice surface. Of course, broke his leg in the third game of the season against Binghamton here on home ice. But he has worked hard and is eager to get back. Now, you've got to be careful, of course, with an injury of that magnitude, but that would be a big boost for this Hat-Tricks D-Corps that was hoping they would have Xavier Abdella the whole season. That has not been the case, but he's been around a little more and more. You could also check out his merchandise. He designed a long sleeve shirt and a recent addition to the team store, a beanie. Very unique design, very cool. And if you're interested in purchasing those, you can check out our team store on our website, danburyhattricks.com. All right, after 2 periods of play, it's the Prowlers 4 and the Hat-Tricks 1. We'll step aside and rejoin you for period 3. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Hat-Tricks fans, get ready for your next fishing adventure with Candlewood Bait and Tackle. Everything you need from live bait to top quality gear. Visit us today and reel in the big one. Need a coffee fix? Cash and Live Coffee Creations has your favorite lattes, cold brews, and more. Made fresh, just for you. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where coffee meets creativity. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. The Danbury Parking Authority reminds you to park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game. Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft beers brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India pale ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasoned, more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Live pain-free with Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. From adjustments to holistic treatments, we're here to help you feel your best. Book your appointment today. Wellness is just a call away. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Handcrafted small batch whiskey, gin, and more. Visit our distillery today and taste the difference. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Keep your business safe with R&R Protective Services. Expert security solutions tailored to your needs. Call us today for reliable protection you can trust. R&R Protective Services, your safety, our priority. Nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with the classic taste everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need tickets for your next event? Tixter makes it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your Hat-Tricks tickets today at Tixter.com because every event starts with the right ticket. Need tools for your next project? Decker Tool Rental HO Pen has everything you need for DIY or professional jobs. Quality tools, expert advice. Rent with confidence at Decker Tool Rental. Cool off with a treat from Twister's Ice Cream Cafe. Delicious ice cream in every flavor imaginable. Stop by Twister's today and treat yourself to something sweet. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Craving wings and good times? Head to TK's American Cafe. With the best wings in town and a fun atmosphere, it's the perfect place to hang out. Visit TK's American Cafe and try the Hat-Tricks wings today. Your car deserves the best. Crossroads Car Wash keeps your vehicle looking fresh and clean. Fast, affordable, and eco-friendly. Stop by today. Crossroads Car Wash, where a clean car is a happy car. Transform your yard with Yard Goats Landscaping. From lawn care to custom designs, we bring your outdoor vision to life. Call Yard Goats today and make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers expert dental services for the whole family. Schedule your appointment today. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get the best cuts of meat with Omaha Beef Company. Fresh, premium beef delivered right to your door. Taste the difference with Omaha Beef, where quality is always on the menu. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need reliable stormwater solutions? Coltech Inc. provides innovative water management systems for residential and commercial properties. Coltech, solutions you can count on, quality you can trust. Need custom signs or graphics? Vision Designs brings your vision to life with quality printing and design services. Call Vision Designs today for all your custom printing needs. Need a plumber you can trust? Hope Plumbing offers fast, reliable service for all your plumbing needs. From repairs to installations, we've got you covered. Hope Plumbing, where your home is our priority. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and more. Visit Texas Roadhouse today, where great food and great times come together. Drive in style with Todd Maserati, offering the latest Maserati models and top-quality service. Visit Todd Maserati today for the luxury car experience you've been waiting for. Raise a glass at Reverie Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer in a variety of styles. Visit our tap room today and sip on something special. Reverie Brewing, where beer meets imagination. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. Reliable heating oil delivery and expert service to keep your home comfortable. Call Mitchell Oil today for quality service you can trust. Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Fresh frozen yogurt with endless topping combinations. Visit today and create your perfect dessert. Peach Wave, where the possibilities are sweet. Building something special? Kellogg Hardwood Lumber has the finest kiln-dried hardwood lumber for all your projects. From flooring to furniture, we have what you need. Visit Kellogg Hardwood Lumber today. From sports injuries to joint pain, Ortho Connecticut has you covered. Expert orthopedic care for every body. Call today to schedule your consultation. Ortho Connecticut, where movement matters. Looking for reliable waste management solutions? Oak Ridge provides efficient, eco-friendly waste and recycling services for businesses and homes. Call Oak Ridge today and simplify your waste disposal. Looking for the perfect place to work on your golf game? Head to Golf Ranch in Brookfield. With a covered driving range, lessons for all skill levels, and a fun 18-hole mini golf course, there's something for everyone. Get ready to tee off at Golf Ranch in Brookfield.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, second intermission. Now the Hat-Tricks trailing the Prowlers 4-1 on a Saturday night from the Danbury Ice Arena. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. I'm Doug Latuca. Prowlers with 3 goals in that second period have pushed in front. Hat-Tricks put a dent in that 3-0 Prowlers lead, made it 3-1. Vasiliev at 12:23. But they're just not getting the bounces tonight, and they were unfortunate. James corralled a puck that sprung off the end boards in front, went forehand, backhand past McCullum, and reinstalled the 4-goal Prowlers lead. Elsewhere in the league, we head to Binghamton, and the first place Binghamton Black Bears with a 5-2 lead over the Motor City Rockers, thanks to 3 unanswered goals in the period, about midway through the third. In Poughkeepsie, the Hat-Tricks opponent tomorrow night is the Watertown Wolves, and they've dominated the second period. It ended 3-2 the first, and now here in the second, the Wolves outscoring the Venom 5-2. They have an 8-4 lead as the third period has just gotten underway at McCann Arena. Inside Mississippi Coast Coliseum in Biloxi, it is the Baton Rouge Zydeco pounding the Mississippi Seawolves 5-1. The Zydeco scored 3 straight goals in the first period. They've scored at least 1 goal through the 3 periods. Only about 6 minutes in to the third period. And it's 5-1. Zydeco with the lead. Other action in the Continental Division. You've got the Athens Rock Lobsters visiting the Blue Ridge Bobcats and the visitors with a 5-2 lead. The Rock Lobsters scoring 2 goals in the first and scoring the game's first 5 goals. The Bobcats with back-to-back to end the second period, as they have yet to start the third period there. And the only other game in action is another drubbing put on by the Carolina Thunderbirds. 9-1 over the Dashers Hockey Club. Dashers playing shorthanded. They had a bus issue, so they had to sign a bunch of players before the game last night. They got smoked in that one, and they lose by 8 here tonight. Dashers with just 1 win this season, and it came in Game 3 of the year. Prowlers re-enter the ice. We're just about ready for period number 3. Don't go anywhere. This is Hat-Tricks Hockey on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Ready to go, period 3. Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. Port Huron with a 4-1 lead over Danbury in the 5th game of 7 between these two teams this season. Hat-Tricks have won 3 of the first 4, but the Prowlers winning a week ago in Michigan, 4-2 the final score. Here tonight, the Prowlers with 3 goals in the second period, lead 4-1. Teams flip sides, Hat-Tricks from left to right. In the Valentine's Day sweaters, the auction is over. Congratulations to the winners. It's 4-on-4 hockey for the next 54 seconds. Alex Johnson was assessed a penalty at the end of that period, roughing, so the Hat-Tricks will go to the man advantage once the Hullaby penalty wipes off in about 45 seconds. So 4-on-4. Millette for the Prowlers over the red line, flips in, springs off the far corner in front, steered aside McCullum. At the right point, Fellstrom rips one over the crossbar. McCullum might have got a piece. Parsons keeps in for the Prowlers, shovels down low. Ruiz tapping for LaBelle, and the Hat-Tricks reorganize with 30 seconds gone by. In period 3, Prowlers with a 4-1 lead. Ratcliffe over the center ice logo, steps over the blue, takes it wide left wing. Backhander was nullified. Free puck below the goal line. Ruiz pestered. Lucas Lockney for Port Huron. Saucing for Brian Parsons. Angled near wall. Picked off by Van Durken, right side of the red line. The lead pass for LaBelle. Hullaby helps it right out of the box. Hat-Tricks on a power play for a minute. Gonzalez at the right point, Ozone. Across for LaBelle. Fakes the shot, pass down low, picked off in the skates. They whack away at it, and the Prowlers clear. Simmons Fisher got his stick free and punches it down the ice. 1:20 into the third period. Hat-Tricks need 3 goals to tie. They've got 40 seconds of this power play. Vasiliev leaving for Van Durken, who zips through center. Gives back for Vasiliev left point. Sliding down low, James picks it off. Skate to stick, Vasiliev keeps it alive. Left corner, Frolov looking for Van Durken. Out to the point, Gonzalez. Right circle, Robinson shoots, score! Robinson with a wrister from the right circle, under the right pad of Cooper. There's that power play goal. The deficit is just 2 early in the third. Well, Robinson shaved off that mustache before tonight's game. He was a little disappointed with his performance the last couple of games. He gets teed up at the right circle, off his back leg, threw it towards the goal, and under the right pad of Cooper. A power play goal for the Hat-Tricks, 1 minute and 44 seconds into the third, and they're right back in this game. 4-2 the score. Hat-Tricks' second goal on their 18th shot. Puck behind the Prowlers net. Johnson leaving for Lockhart. Slips it for Lockney in the high slot. Graham leads Johnson into the zone. Wrist shot blocked. The follow-up. Lockney overskates. They'll flip it down low for Johnson. Free puck near the blue line. LaBelle gets the red, taps it in deep. No icing. Noah Robinson, his 11th goal of the season as the puck trickles in on Cooper. He covers. Had gone 3 straight games without a point. Mentioned he was a little disgruntled. Tried to change up the juju, and it works. Despite the dry spell, he does have 17 points in his last 17 games. 6 goals and 11 assists during that span. And this is his second goal against the Prowlers this year. He scored 7 seconds in game 2 of this season series, all the way back in November. That's the Hat-Tricks franchise record. Puck in the far side corner, Hat-Tricks end. Stiles wheels it along the kick plate. Popoff picks off for the Hat-Tricks. He takes the spill in the corner. Was shoved by Frazee. Popoff sprinting after it on the backhand. Angles for Vasiliev. Bouncing puck in the slot. One-handed near the blue line, and Ruiz drew a penalty. He lunged for the puck, and his stick was chopped out of his hands by Luke James. So Danbury cashing in on a power play, a minute 44 into this period. They go right back to the man advantage. It was Robinson from Vasiliev and Gonzalez at 1:44. Robinson's 4th power play goal of the season. You can give another assist to both Vasiliev and Gonzalez. They have 2 tonight. Vasiliev with 16 assists in his last 9 games. 4-2 game, 3 minutes into the 3rd period. Hat-Tricks to the power play. Straight away Ratcliffe to the near side. LaBelle quickly across. It's intercepted. It's Lockhart. 2-on-1 short-handed on right wing. Shoots right pad, saved by McCullum. It spits out to the neutral zone. Hullaby the other way, 3-on-2. Into the zone, drops Ruiz. Back for Hullaby, low right. Stuff try, stopped by Cooper. Pass to the right point, LaBelle. He'll settle things down. Walks middle, 30 ticks off the power play. Low right, Hullaby. Centering pass, they score! Off a Prowler and in! Dylan Hullaby on the power play. Back-to-back goals to start the 3rd, and the Hat-Tricks are right back in it. Oh, they've relied on this power play, specifically over this point stretch. And this one, a fortunate bounce. Quick puck movement. Pamelayan at the right circle, slipped it low right for Hullaby, and it redirects off the shin pad of Lockhart under the pad of Cooper. And 2 power play goals in the opening 3:30 of this period, and Danbury just 1 goal down. Mentioned at the break, the Hat-Tricks just 1-11-1 when trailing entering the 3rd period. They've got the 2 goals they needed. Millette the other way, centering pass for Stiles over his stick. Prowlers in the offensive zone. Danbury defends the left net in the 3rd period, as it did in the 1st. We've only played 4 minutes in this period. Now the Hat-Tricks with back-to-back goals. It's funny, I was talking to both Hullaby and Robinson before the game. We spoke about a little bit of a rut they've been in. Both had gone 3 straight games without a point. They said they felt it coming. Thought they played well yesterday, had some chances, just didn't bury. And here tonight, they open the 3rd with back-to-back goals, both on the power play. Frolov dancing at the left point offensive zone, walks down the wall, hoping for Van Durken. LaBelle keeps left point. It's right back to him. Pass looking for Van Durken in the slot. It clanks off a shin pad, back out to center ice, and Gonzalez retreats for the Hat-Tricks. He'll angle off the end boards for LaBelle, who charges up left wing, far boards, gets the red line, tosses in near corner. Vasiliev pressed on by Johnson of the Prowlers. A scrum for it, right corner. Johnson turning, Vasiliev in his pocket. Johnson skies it through center, bouncing puck and a race for it. Bedard gets there, icing waved off. We play on, left to right go the Hat-Tricks. LaBelle, far side boards. Hat-Tricks gain the line, Ruiz, wrist shot blocked, right back to him. It's free in the high slot. Vasiliev pries it free. At the right point, Vasiliev pass down low. Ruiz, score! What a find from Vasiliev! This game is tied. 3 straight goals in the opening 5.5 minutes. Wow! Robinson, Hullaby, now Ruiz. What a pass from Vasiliev, who was at the right point, corralled the puck after winning it off a Prowler, spun, located Ruiz down low. He scooped it up on the backhand, went to the forehand, and beat Cooper, who was outstretched inside the right post. 3 consecutive goals in the opening 5:22 of the third. Oh, the hat-tricks have not done this comeback thing too much this season. They've done it 8 or 9 times, and a lot during that win streak that was snapped last weekend against the Prowlers. Mentioned just the 1 win in the previous 13 games when trailing into the third. Well, they've got 3 straight goals in about 5.5 minutes. And we got a brand new hockey game. Well, whatever they said in the locker room, I'd like somebody to wake me up that way every single day, because they are fired up in front of the home fans here on a Saturday in Danbury. Newberg got tied up near the blue line, just outside the hat-trick's end. LaBelle with it at center. He'll shoot it on Cooper, who gloves it for the whistle. Prowlers had taken their timeouts, trying to settle things down, as we are 5:56 into the third period. Robinson, Hullaby, both on the power play, and then Ruiz at 5:22. And the hat-tricks have tied the game at 4 right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
When legal matters arise, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. Expert legal guidance for businesses and individuals. Your case matters. Let us help you with personalized professional service. Keep your car running smoothly with Dowler Garage. From maintenance to repairs, trust our experts to get the job done right. Visit Dowler Garage in New Preston today. Service you can depend on. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. From fire and water damage to mold removal, we provide fast and reliable restoration services. Paul Davis, restoring your peace of mind. Need tickets? TicketSmarter makes it easy to find and buy tickets for concert, sports, and more. Visit TicketSmarter.com today and get the best seats in the house. Frustrated with your business's sluggish tech? Advanced Computer Technologies is here to help. From IT solutions to cybersecurity, we've got you covered. Call us today and keep your business tech on track towards the future.
A brand new hockey game here in Danbury. About 6 minutes erased in this third period, and the hat-tricks have struck for 3 unanswered goals. 2 on the power play, Robinson and then Hullaby, followed up by Ruiz at 5:22, and this game is tied at 4. Face off at the right circle, Prowlers zone, hat-tricks win it. Popov's bid from the right point, blocked. The clear attempt fails. Van Durken wheels it from near to far side. Pamelayan for Van Durken, one-timer, fluttered on and into the glove of Cooper. It was a rolling puck to Van Durken in the slot. Did have some heat on it from Pamelayan, but Van Durken did not get a lot of wood on it, and an easy stop for Cooper. Hat-tricks with just 20 shots in this game. They've scored 4 goals, 3 of them coming here in the third period after somewhat of a lackluster performance through the opening 40 minutes. Another face-off in the Prowler zone. Port Huron controls. They chop it out to center, and now Fellstrom with it in his own end after the hat-tricks chipped it in. Lockney leading Fellstrom over the blue line, shoots it around. A scrum in the near corner, Graham centers, Frolov tried to go off to the races, one-hand effort fails. Here's Graham left circle across, with shot off the post! Lockney reared back and ripped it off the iron. Frolov the other way. He'll find Pamelayan. The drop for Van Durken. Puck at the right point. Out to center ice it goes. Right back in Mo Valley. Wrister into the glove of Cooper. And he's got it. Sets up an offensive zone face-off for the Hat-Tricks. What a turn of events. Robinson and Hullaby on the power play. Robo's fourth on the man up. Hullaby's first as a hat trick on the power play. And then Ruiz with the equalizer. Hat-Tricks win the draw in the O-zone. Ruiz to the far side, angles to the left point, Gonzalez. Slap pass or along the kick plate. Right corner. Loose puck, near side half wall, and Jamie Bussell chugs the legs through center. Millette on right wing, gains the line. Pass to the near side off the skate of Simmons Fisher. Mo Valley lumberjacks at it. Gonzalez darts up left wing, far boards. It's touched along by Vasiliev. Millette gets there first for the Prowlers and leads Heinzel. He left the puck behind. Bussell to the rescue. He'll rainbow it through center. Right back on a LaBelle stick, who gave it away at center. Pass through Hullaby. Bedard whips it up the far side wall, rolling to the line. Icing waved off. Fans getting into it. Standing room only crowd on a Saturday night. The only home game of 3 Danbury games this weekend. They're up to Watertown tomorrow. Lead pass here's Federley shoots. Up from McCullum, and the rebound kept out as well. A blocker save, a backhand bid Federley. Another opportunity from the right circle, blocked. Robinson from left to right. The lead for LaBelle. Lofting, Johnson plays with a high stick, so a whistle. The perimeter of the glass nearly full. Standing fans jolted with a bolt from this Hat-Tricks offense in the third period. Robinson and Hullaby about 2 minutes apart. Ruiz 2 minutes after that. Hat-Tricks finally strike gold on the power play. They win an offensive zone face-off here. Center point, LaBelle's shot was blocked by a kneeling James. Turnaround bid from the left point. Wobbles wide. Bedard keeps it alive at the right point. 11:30 remaining in the third period. 4-4 Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. James zigzagging at center, knocked down by Bedard. And it's flipped in by Parsons. A delayed penalty on the Hat-Tricks, touched up by Frolov. Holding the call after James went down. And they get Charlie Bedard. So Danbury utilizing its power play early in this third period. Now the Prowlers with an opportunity to retake the lead. Face off at the right side circle, hat-trick zone. Prowlers are 0 for 4 so far tonight. It's Ruiz and Graham for the face-off. Prowlers come away with it. Johnson far wall. To the right corner, Lockney. Back up top, Federley. Center point, pressured by Ratcliffe. Gives near side, Millette. Low left, Graham holding back for Millette. Drag, shoots, it's blocked by Mo Valley. Kept out in front. Federley angles for Millette, outer ring left circle. Low left, Graham in front, knocked away McCullum. Ratcliffe shovels out to center ice, offside. Federley gloved it, but he was out of the zone. So the face-off leaks outside the Hat-Tricks end with 31 seconds gone by on the Bedard holding penalty in a 4-4 game as we approach the midway point of the third period. Hat-Tricks winners of 8 of their last 9. Their only loss during that span to the Prowlers a week ago today. They've won 7 straight at home. Prowlers losers of 4 of their last 5. A power play chance right now. Here's Diesel shooting, and a stop from McCollum, top of his crease, right into the midsection. Deasy walked right down Main Street. He scored the game's opening goal on a clapper from the high slot. Went up top this time, right into the breadbasket of MC, who's made 36 saves in this game. Right circle draw, Prowlers possess. Through Bussell, puck below the goal line. Gonzalez stapled to the boards by Stiles. It's picked free, punched back into that right corner. Van Durken helping out Gonzalez. He wins the puck and smashes it down the ice. Halfway point, third period. Tie game thanks to 3 third period goals for the Hat-Tricks, all within the first 5.5 minutes. 2 coming on the power play. Ruiz went for the takeaway. Bussell danced around him. Gains the line left side. Now at the left circle. Drags, centers. Off the stick of Johnson. There goes Ruiz. Turbos on left wing. Far boards. One hands it along. Had Ratcliffe behind him, but the puck stolen by Johnson for the Prowlers. Leads the break from right to left. Graham rims it around. Johnson, far corner. To the back, Federley. Keeps it in. Millette, left circle, back for Federley. Johnson, LaBelle in front of him. Now Ruiz picks him up. Final 5 of the power play. Near side, Federley, left point. Look, shoots, blocked. Ruiz looking for the lead to Bedard, just out of his reach as he was fresh out of the penalty box. Newberg takes the puck away in the right corner, offensive zone. Spinning below the goal line. Lockney gave it away. LaBelle slap shot, blocked. Never got through. LaBelle teed one up. Millette fumbling with the puck. Newberg lifting his stick. Millette went down, hoping for a hooking call. None comes. Puck is launched back into the Hat-Tricks end. Prowlers did touch it, so no icing. LaBelle shoots it. Did it hit the glass? If not, it's a penalty. One ref saying it's deflected, the other one saying it might have went out directly. Either way, we will get the call when we come back. 4-4 Hat-Tricks and Prowlers. This one could come down to the wire with about 8.5 minutes to go in the third. Stay with us on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Craving that perfect thin crust pizza? Head to Van's Bar Style Pizza in Danbury. Enjoy delicious, crispy edge, bar-style pizza and have some fun in our arcade while you're here. Great food and entertainment for the whole family, only at Van's Bar-Style Pizza in Danbury. Looking for your next ride? Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson has you covered. With a wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus unbeatable deals, Orchard CDJR is your one-stop shop for all things automotive. Visit Orchard Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Hudson today, where great cars meet great service. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the Hat-Tricks official printing partner. You want it printed? Call Tina and let them get it inked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions. They can do it all. Locally owned, printed on paper from Connecticut trees. Upgrade your home with Buzz 8 Appliance, offering the latest in appliances with expert service and unbeatable prices. Visit us today or shop online. Buzz 8 Appliance, your local home solution.
Just 7 points separate these two teams in the Empire Division. 67 for the Hat-Tricks, 60 for the Prowlers, despite Port Huron playing 2 more games. This game, probably the best so far in this season series this year. Hat-Tricks trailed 4-1 entering the third period. They've buried 3 unanswered goals in the opening 5.5, 2 coming on the power play to tie the game. Puck in the Hat-Tricks end. Justin Movalli back for it for Danbury. Finds the blade of Noah Robinson. His clear attempt just does leave the zone. But the Prowlers control. Brian Parsons gets the red line near side. Shoots in. Past McCollum. Wheeled up the far boards. A shot glove down by McCollum, who greeted it near the far side post. .801 to go in this third period. We got a 4-4 hockey game. Prowlers with almost double the shots on the Hat-Tricks, 41-22. A Port Huron team with just 1 win in its last 5. The Hat-Tricks victorious in 8 of their last 9 games. But things as tight as ever in that Empire Division. And these games crucial. These teams meeting 3 of Danbury's next 4 games, including tonight, 2 more next weekend here at the DIA. Off the face-off, LaBelle for the Hat-Tricks. Outlet for Van Durken, who zigzags through center ice. Now on left wing, tosses on goal, and Cooper snares it with the glove, setting up an offensive zone face-off for the Hat-Tricks. Ruiz with the equalizer at 5:22 from Vasiliev. Ruiz picked up his 300th point as a hat-trick last night, assisting on the Ratcliffe insurance goal. And he's got his 15th goal of the season to tie this one up. Coming into the night, Jacob Ratcliffe was just 3 points away from 100 in a hat-trick's uniform. He's got an assist tonight. Who knows, maybe he'll get it in this third period, or maybe even in overtime. Bouncing puck in the slot, Prowlers end, spits out right point, Bedard shoots, safe, rebound, poked down, and Cooper got there! A lunging save, he robbed Pamelayan near the left post. Frolov right back in to the net, spinning. Centers looking for Pamelayan, it's stolen away and backhanded up the near side board, Simmons Fisher. Hat-Tricks keep it in, Van Durken for Pamelayan, right circle. He'll backtrack along the near side half wall. Van Durken for Pamelayan, shoots, it's deflected out of play by Millette, who got his stick in there just in the nick of time. Oh, what an opportunity for Zach Pamelayan on the doorstep. And Cooper, full desperation head first dive, makes the stop and keeps us tied. Right circle draw, Prowlers end. It's Graham and Ruiz. Right point, Bedard shoots, stopped by Cooper, goes airborne, a swing and a miss from Ratcliffe. And the Prowlers bang it down the ice, a race and an icing on Port Huron. Bedard about a foot in front of Lockney. What a game here tonight. Prowlers led 4-1 after 2. Hat-Trick storming back with 3 goals to open up the third period, 2 on the power play. We're under 7 to go in this final frame of regulation. Face off at the near side circle. Ruiz touches it forward. Alex Johnson there for the Prowlers. And he'll jab it out to center. Hat-Trick's right back in. Ratcliffe flutters towards the goal, hoping for Ruiz out of his reach. Johnson, the lefty, gets to his forehand and sends back. Shots are 41-22 Prowlers, but the score is knotted at 4 apiece. Hard pass, tipped by Johnson, helped into the zone by Federley. A puck in front, they score! Oh no! The second unfortunate bounce of the game for the Hat-Tricks. The Prowlers benefit. Lucas Lockney into the empty net, and the Prowlers retake the lead 5-4. It's unbelievable. And it's not just one side of the rink either. The Hat-Tricks burned on the right side last period, and now here on the left side, it was a shoot-in that kicked off the end boards in front, and Lucas Lockney in the slot just snapped it into the open cage. A tough break for Connor McCullum and the Hat-Tricks, but this is where their resolve will be tested. No icing on a dump-in. Far side corner, Robinson. Joined by Newberg. Puck picked free. Skated to center by Stiles. Frazee tips it along. Popoff rubs him out of the play. Wick angles near side Newberg. He gets shoved along the wall. We're under 6 minutes to go in this third period. Everyone's shocked here following the unfortunate Karaman goal by the Prowlers. Here's Frazee, far side. Pass to the point, Parsons. He'll give off Fellstrom shooting, blocked by Robinson, who was down on one knee. He'll kiss it off the far side plexiglass. Outlet pass fanned on multiple times by Fellstrom, touched with a high stick at center, and played by Pamelaine, so the whistle. So the goal, Lockney from Federley at 13:44. As unlucky as it gets for Connor McCullum and company. What a mess. Face-off back out to center. Prowlers possess and hammer it in. Loose puck near side boards. Millette takes it for the Prowlers. Centering boost. Sailor's shot glove saved by McCullum, who reached up and made the save. There was a loose puck at the left point. And DZ